reminder that we got a daylight savings time, Ashley, that we forgot to go to bed at a reasonable hour so that we could use the daylight savings time. We lost it.
Oh no, we used it. It was used. It was used.
It was used. You're very right. It was used. All right, I forgot we've got to get a chat open here.
Yeah.
Hello, there are people. There are people's. All right, Books, Gers, and Purrs says, yes, I'm so excited.
Grabbing snacks and something to drink.
Cam, go get them, buddy. We're going to maybe take a few minutes to get rolling here because, very frankly,
Oh, y'all.
2 o'clock was not late enough in the day for this.
It absolutely was not. It absolutely was not. And I'll be real honest. I was very susceptible to never not having a drink in my hand last night. And people just kept bringing me drinks. Between my husband and our lovely Coven, my hand had a drink in it all night. And it was frequently this very boozy, sugary, daiquiri.
It was that grain drink.
The grain drink, which must be the cousin of the purple drink. Things are coming out of my body today that are
y'all
alarming.
can feel free to grab this one and take it out of the camera angle, by the way. Y'all don't have to sit on set to use the chairs.
Yeah. We have friends with us
Our
today.
loving partners and friends are here in this lovely courtyard. First of all, I want to start with this. It took us 4 suitcases, a messenger bag, an over-the-shoulder bag, a Pelican case, 2 CPAP machines, and I'm forgetting something. It took all of that for us to bring this to you, so you're welcome,
And
people.
really, I just brought 2 carry-ons and a tote bag. So Joel is doing the heavy lifting as usual.
Cam says, hi from Sweden again. So happy you're doing this
Oh my
stream for those
God.
of us who aren't there. Okay, first of all,
Vienna?
Cam.
Someone's from Vienna listening to us?
Cam,
Oh,
you're in Sweden. You should meet Moa. Moa was in Sweden, but is here.
but it's here. This has been insane, you guys. It's been fucking crazy.
So we are celebrating Anne Rice's celebration of life, the All Saints Day celebration that happened last night in New Orleans. We are the Articulate Coven, the unofficial fan podcast and community for Anne Rice's immortal universe.
Is that the camera?
That's the camera.
I was like,
You were looking at us.
Yeah.
Well, we got to look up there.
no, I'm terrible.
We're the unofficial fan podcast and community for Anne Rice's immortal universe, the Vampire Chronicles, the Lives of the Mayfair Witches, the Talamasca Secret Order series now
Yeah.
on AMC. We talk about the books. We talk about the TV shows. We talk about the movies.
Yeah.
We talk about the drama.
We talk about the drama. Let's get the tea.
What a wonderful friggin' weekend.
Oh my
Ashley.
God. This has been stupid.
So we cannot express how much it means, first of all, that y'all watch and comment and have fun with us. Like, that's fun enough.
Yeah.
But like 50 people came to New Orleans to hang out with us, a few of which didn't get to cross our paths directly and like are leaving now like, hey, sorry I didn't miss you. I didn't see you, but thank you so much for putting this together kind of
my
thing.
God.
So like, I mean, as many backs as we have hugged and hands as we have shaken,
I mean,
there were some folks we missed.
yeah, it's real. I was bummed when I realized we've missed a couple of people, but my God, it has been really fun. It has been really fun. It's hard for me to focus my attention on anything right now
So
because it's been so much fun.
Ashley and I have been reading these books and standing this
Hey, Alfie.
gay ass blonde vampire and his
I know,
buddies.
it is weird for us to be in the same place.
We said that before we went live, Alfie.
We're
it's so strange to be sitting beside you.
I know.
I mean, it's good. We're glad to be here. And what a beautiful location, by the way.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about the court. I was setting up over there by the door, and I was like, oh, we're going to bake.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely
We're going to
not.
burn our little creamy asses off. Like, we can't do that. Okay, genuinely. We've been doing this for so long. Like,
Yeah.
we've been doing the podcast for a long time, but we were fans of Anne Rice before that. And so, like, the fact that so many of you have told us your stories and have come to see us and, like, people were like, thank you for this clubhouse, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Y'all,
It's you. It's not us.
we have cried a whole bunch.
Yeah, we've cried like a couple of babies.
We
It's
got
been
ugly last
ridiculous.
night. It really was. Pamela, hi, everyone. I wish I was in New Orleans. Mary says, hi, Ashley.
Hey,
Hi,
y'all.
Joel. What a freaking thing, guys. All right, it's awesome. A little weird to see you both in the same place. Yeah. Love the t-shirts. Oh, yeah. So what are we
Support your
wearing?
local library.
Nice. And I've got, okay. I believe this was Vampire Lover Boys on Instagram
it's
that sent me
so
this shirt.
cute. Looks
Ashley's
great.
got one in a
Oh, I
bag.
do? Oh, yay! Oh, my God, yay!
Y'all, okay. You have sent us so many gifts over the years, and I think most of them have been sent to me because we're like, Kelly's already given me crap because some of you have my address.
We trust you.
But she was like, don't give them Ashley's address too, just do the thing. So I have a little stack of things
multiple lives
to send to Ashley. So now that she's here, I'm just going to give them to her. She's got a new recorder. She's got 3 of your shirts that you've made. So
thanks,
thank you all for
guys.
that.
You're the best.
All right. Let's talk about this event.
Okay.
So first of all, for those of you who aren't in New Orleans and who weren't able to see it, Christopher posted this morning in case you missed it. What a lovely photo. Did you see it? Christopher and Eric in the audience.
It was really pretty.
They realized right before the event last night that they weren't going to be able to see the documentary films that were part of the event. They were going to be backstage and moving and stuff. So before this show, like literally we're all lined up outside and they had the crew running the movies, the opening and the closing movie.
Aww.
So they sat in the audience and got to watch them together. And there's a lovely image. It's on our Facebook group. You can go check it out. It's on Christopher's. Actually, I don't think it's on Christopher's page. I think it's on the Anne Rice author Facebook page. But regardless, go and check it out because it is a lovely image. And it is very fitting for like the mood of the evening.
Yeah,
right?
It is. It was really, everything was so beautiful. I mean, like we walked in and we saw Kasha and Inkle. There were these huge statues. I was like, what the fuck?
You're not going to get the edited version of this until sometime this week, folks. I'm sorry, you're just going to have to watch the live stream replay. But in the edited version of this podcast, I will put up the images for Akasha and Inkle statues. If you were there and you didn't go upstairs, you missed it.
Oh man,
they
were
literally
cool.
had the marble-looking statue versions of Akasha on one side and Inkle on the other, and it was like really fucking cool.
They were very cool.
Photos of Anne all over the theater.
Yeah, it was really a beautifully curated event. She would have loved it too. Like that's what we kept saying. We were like, she would love this.
Nathan says, "Don't trust us. Our favorite characters are parasocial vampires."
True.
That is a very good. Listen, listen.
Look, listen. Everyone has been so amazing.
Literally last night, it's 4 a.m. We're at the bar
Y'all.
where we had our after drinks, and we're getting ready to come back to our hotels finally. And I was saying to the handful of people that were still there, what are the chances that we could get together 50 vampire fans, like rabid vampire fans that want to fly across the country or across the world to come see an event? And none of them are creeps. Not a single one was weird the whole weekend.
We only picked up a creepy cowboy, and he was
not
one
of us. No,
he was not one of us. He was not one of us. I thought I was going to have to check him into the street.
Pamela says the photo that I was mentioning is posted on Instagram too.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so go check that out.
So sometimes when I drink, I get really tall. It happens. Poor Brett. Poor Brett has to wrangle me way more than any man should have to keep a woman in check.
There was quite a bit of wrangling last night, I will admit, not only for your 2 beloved hosts, but several of the Coven members needed a little wrangling in the end as well. We had a good time, though. A good time was had by all.
I mean, my God.
Everybody got home safe.
Yeah, everybody got home safe. We're all just a little hungover, probably.
Oh, more than a little.
I cannot be the only one.
There's so much alcohol in New Orleans, y'all. I lived here one time for a while. I didn't know how much liquor was in the parish.
Well, you weren't doing it right.
No.
I've always known how much liquor is in New Orleans. I was never in doubt.
It's a lot. It's a lot is how much, in case you were wondering. All right.
So everyone was dressed up so fabulous, too. Like
beautiful costumes.
Gorgeous costumes. Beautiful dresses. It was just fabulous.
Okay, Ashley and I didn't go to the ball, the vampire ball, but the winners of the costume contest were in the event. They got to walk on stage.
So when I posted, I don't know if I posted in the group, but I think it was in our group chat about seeing a gorgeous Lestat. It was a woman. She was so beautiful in the park taking pictures.
She was the Harlequin Lestat.
And turns out that was the gal that had won the contest.
Yeah.
Oh, she looked incredible. Her wig was perfection.
There was an Akasha, like in full Queen of the Dam style costuming. It was beautiful. There was a Harlequin Lestat. There was a trio that was Marius, Amadeo, and Ricardo. All dressed in like Renaissance garb.
Yeah, it was
very,
really
very cool looking outfits. And there was a beautiful couple that won the couple's costume design.
Oh man, they were fabulous.
And
I think they got best
couple.
Yeah.
I think is when they one they won. And then there was one more that I'm forgetting.
One of them said best in
I love
Maybe
that.
it was the last.
That just
no.
feels like a dog show, and it makes me really happy.
The Harlequin Lestat was specifically for like the handiwork. It was about the nature of the
Yeah.
handmade
Yeah.
costume. Gorgeous stuff. Anyway, so that was a big part of the event. I say a big part. It was a small part in the middle. But like, okay, let's
We
talk
heard a
about.
lot of Bridge Over Troubled Water, kids.
Oh, okay. I'm
There
gonna
was
try
a
to get
damn
the guys.
reprise.
Where I don't have my glasses on here. Let's see. A musical memory. Bridge Over Troubled Water. David Michael.
Wait, where is it?
Right here.
Maybe David Michel.
I think it's David Michel.
Michel.
And Steve Destroy is
Don't make me
Steve
try
Destroy.
to read and pronounce names right at
But
this moment.
This is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're holding this fan out trying to read it. Anyway, I believe the man's name was David Michel. He was the tenor singer for Bridge Over Troubled Water, and just holy
Gorgeous
moly.
voice.
Holy moly. Okay, this is a good point. Harlequin Lestat as shown in the show, ? That's nice. I hadn't thought about that, Mary, but you're right. Harlequin Lestat's from the TV show, not from the books.
Yeah. Yep.
It is literally
the only reference that there was to our beloved show.
the only representation of the AMC series, and I mean not just interview, but any of the AMC series at all in last night's event. Okay, and I want to start there. Overall, you and I both had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
We loved what Christopher did. It was a beautiful event.
And would have loved it, like literally.
She really would
She
have.
would have loved it.
I am shocked. There was not a single frame of image from the TV series. Not one.
It was 94 or bust.
They put Queen of the Damned on screen
barely.
a couple of times. Mostly Akasha, to be fair. They did not show what's his face as Lestat, I don't believe. But again, it's just
a dish rag now compared.
for real.
I mean, my God.
But I am. Listen, we've talked about it many times on the show. I understand there were creative differences between Anne and Christopher. They
Right.
left the production early on. There is executive producers and basically name only. We know he was sore at least a little bit because he was supposed to be in the writing room on the Hulu, and he was never going to be in the writing room on the AMC deal. I don't know if that's still the beef. I like to tell myself that it's because they screwed up Mayfair so bad that they're mad at them, and it's not really about interview, but it's like we're standing on principle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
y'all.
know.
I don't know.
Here's the other thing too. There was one moment in the show that was honestly shocking and like revealing for me as a member of this fan base. There were two members of the people of the page that were represented at different times. Let me see where they're on there. There we go. Personal tributes from Granny Goodwitch and Gary Swafford. Granny Goodwitch, of course, I'm sure most of you, unless you're very young and new to the fan base, you probably know Granny. Granny was the science editor on Anne's Facebook page. She was a lovely individual, and it was beautiful to get to see her in person and to get to hear her, share some words about Anne. Gary, who I was not honestly familiar with, I didn't recognize him by name.
I don't.
But he was another member of the page that had become a good friend of Anne's, and he told some beautiful stories about Anne. But at one point, he and I'm getting the words wrong, I'm sure, but to paraphrase, he says, we can all continue to support and hope for accurate adaptations of Anne's work in the future. And there was riotous applause, honestly. Like, a lot of people cheered that line.
It was a smattering for sure.
I sat back in my chair and I thought, there are many more people in this building tonight with us that would not enjoy our podcast than I expected, actually.
Very strange.
Yeah, so
strange,
man.
I think too, the reason why it was just fucking weird to us is because you guys, we all love the show, for the most part. I mean, we've got a few folks that it's not their favorite. Nicholas, it's not his jam, and that's fine.
Well, and many of you are very, very, or even more hardline against Mayfair than we are.
Oh.
And that's fine too. And listen,
look,
I think there's valid reasons to have criticism of all of the shows. I think there's valid reasons to have decided it's not your favorite or whatever. That's cool, and we don't yuck anybody's yum.
I'm gonna yuck your yum a little bit about Mayfair.
I'm just shocked though that Christopher doesn't see this AMC series, particularly Interview, as having value for what he's working on now.
Strange.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I hope to get to ask him about it someday. My guess is he probably wouldn't want to talk about it on camera.
Yeah.
But maybe. All right. Let's see. What a good morning. I woke up and get to spend my morning watching Joel and Ashley live.
I'm lucky I made it down the street, y'all. Jesus Christ.
Cam says book only fans, majority in that audience, huh?
It was a little.
I wouldn't say majority. It was
No,
probably,
I wouldn't say, because it didn't feel as loud to me as it felt to you.
I said
'Cause
riotous, and that's not.
I think you took it a lot more personally than I did.
did. I did take it. I took it real personal. I did not cheer that line, and basically everyone that did, I was
But
like,
most of us were like,
"Oh, y'all ain't my
"Ooh,
friends." Oh, okay.
I
All
don't
right.
think you'd like our shtick.
I don't get what else people want, to be honest.
Yeah.
Alfie says these books aren't the easiest to adapt.
No, you're
I think we
right.
got some excellence, but it's just my opinion. Yeah, the '94 film is not perfect,
Yeah, no, absolutely
right?
not.
And we all celebrate that.
Absolutely not, but we love it.
Yeah, they
Quentin
celebrated
Tam-
it last
Quentin
night.
Tam doesn't even have fucking Louis in it.
It's so bad, but there are parts of that we can celebrate too. We got a
Absolutely.
beautiful vision of Akasha that we wouldn't have gotten
Yeah.
if not for that film,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And a beautiful performance from Aaliyah, who we all memorialize. So, like, anyway, there's good parts of anything I think that
Yeah.
you can walk at. The Harlequin Lestat still won, so there were show fans at the event.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good. I'm gonna put that on the stream. As a matter of fact, that's a very good point. Thank you, Mary, for mentioning that. Which tells me there are also show fans in the fan club too, right?
Yeah, well, and we ran into what's really interesting too is that because we've been planning this for so long, we kept running into people that are not necessarily in our Facebook group, but listen to us. I was like, oh hi, but because they're not on my radar at all because they're not part of our.
If you
know.
don't comment to us, then we don't know your name,
Yeah.
right? And so you might be our best friends, but we don't know it.
Yeah, I kept saying I'm Ashley to people, and they were like, we know who you are.
I'm in New York, and seeing you two in t-shirts is startling. It's so cold
Ugh.
here. Okay, Dot. It's been cool here as well. It's been down like in the upper 50s at
Yeah,
night,
it's
I guess.
nice.
Super, super nice weather. I woke up this morning and I have we both have actually, you've got it in your bag, a Live Love Lestat sweatshirt. It just says Live Love Lestat.
Oh, I love it.
That was my intention to wear this morning because I haven't really worn it on the show at all. It's way too hot for a sweatshirt, ma'am. The sun, we had to shift over in the courtyard because the sun would have baked us over there.
And
It's
I would have
insane.
left. I would have just been like, fuck this. I'm done. You're not. I'm not in the sun.
Good morning from Tasmania.
Shut up, Jessica. Hey.
Tasmania is on the bottom of the world, ma'am. You're under Australia, right?
Yeah.
Like, goodness gracious. Okay, this is off the event for a second, but for this weekend, Moa coming from Sweden, Melissa coming from
Canada.
yeah, she's she's in the Quebec area, I think she said. And we had another
And
listener.
has the most beautiful lilting French accent.
Okay.
Oh my God, I am in love with her.
The name of this live stream, I'm fairly certain I put a title on it already. I said, I'm so happy. And
Oh my
because that
God,
is going to
yeah.
be the name of this episode for sure.
She just kept saying it. She was like, I'm so happy.
She said it
I'm
like a
just so
million times
happy."
in the chat group too.
Oh,
And it was so, but genuinely,
We've all been like that.
the joy of this weekend. Christopher said something last night during his remarks, and I made a Instagram reel about it this morning. But Anne had the ability. Isn't that door chime the best, by the way? I don't know if you can hear it on the recording, but it's awesome. Anne had the ability to find beauty in everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Lestat talks about it in the books. You know, the beauty of the savage garden is what he talks about. What does he mean by that? The world is hard and cold, and life's tough, but there's gorgeousness in the toughness. There's
Yeah.
love and there's happiness, and life isn't precious because it's long.
No, and that's part of the part of why it's so interesting to talk about and think about death on so many different
Yeah.
levels, Look, listen, there's a lot of dead people's phone numbers in my phone. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's me. I don't think I'm cursed or anything, but I've lost a lot of people in my life. And when you have, I think it makes it much more. You have to start dealing with death and understanding death and having a good, not a good outlook on it, I guess, but
No.
like trying to have a healthy understanding of that,
Yeah, well, again, I think they put a clip of Anne at one of her signings. She's dressed up in the black frilly garb, and I hate to bring it up, but we're all gonna die eventually,
Yeah.
right? And that is part of, anyway, the darkness of her stories is not the focus. We sometimes think about the horror, and we talk about Stephen King a lot. Stephen King writes horror books. Anne don't write horror books.
No.
She doesn't, y'all. She writes gothic fiction for sure.
at the core, they're all love stories.
They are all love stories. Anne was in love with life, and all of you that have been sharing this event with us and sharing this community with us, you're clearly in love with life too. And it is joyous to share that.
Yeah. Pamela says that I think we should give Christopher a
Yes.
break. He probably has a contractual reason or a personal reason to distance himself. Absolutely. You are 100% correct.
So we
And
know
that-
there's an NDA. I say we know. We are virtually certain there's
Yeah.
an NDA
Yeah.
because of the way that he replies to comments about the shows on his own pages. Also, though, he is currently actively working to adapt
Yeah.
the works that he owns the rights to still, which will put him in competition, honestly, with AMC's series. So there's,
Yeah.
I'm sure, some aspect to that.
Well, and there's a real mourning too. Like, I mean, losing his mother was a huge thing in his life. Like, that's going to be, it has been a few years, obviously, but I mean, there's probably a lot of complicated shit wrapped up in this.
Well,
you know?
I literally just thought about it now. But if Anne's final word before her death on it was that she was mad and was distancing herself from the AMC deal, which it seems like it was. She never saw it, right? We never got that moment where she watches the VHS of the '94 film
Right,
and then
and
takes out the
changes
full
her
page
mind.
ad, right?
Yeah.
And so Christopher may feel like it's not my place to take a new stance on it or whatever. Oh my gosh. Hello from Rome. Okay, let's tell this story because I'll forget about it if we don't later. We did a tour with Rose Sinister yesterday afternoon.
Awesome! It was so much fun.
Next time you come to New Orleans, you got to do a tour with Rose Sinister. She's fantastic. Haunted History. Look her up. She's on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, make sure you request her to get on one of her tours because I feel like that's a superior.
She's the best.
experience.
She's the best. But there was a specific moment that I didn't know about. We're it's called the Ursuline Convent. I keep wanting to say covenant, and I'm like, that is not the word.
Not the right word.
The
It's
Ursuline
close.
Convent, which has a lot of stories about it, but there was the one specific moment that stood out, and this is a reference to Rome for you, Haru. During Hurricane Katrina, one of the shutters on the attic, which is a really creepy place, all sorts of cool stuffs about that.
Yeah, this is like Google this place. There's
One of
some
the
weird shit
shutters-
going on in there.
One of the shutters got blown open, though, in the storm. And still, when New Orleans was under curfew for Hurricane Katrina, literally they didn't have power. Like, people were having to stay in their homes after dark, basically. The Vatican sent a representative to bless and seal that shutter on the attic window.
Yes, with special screws and nails.
From the Vatican? There's priests here.
That's
there's lots of
insane.
priests in
There's lots of
Louisiana.
priests in-
I don't know, man. All right, let's see. Rome, Wisconsin? No, not Rome, Wisconsin, I don't believe. Hi, Rome. Yay, more Europeans. Sharon's saying hello from New Jersey. Okay. To my knowledge, Anne never ended a story with, their life was hard and they continued to be miserable for all eternity.
Right.
Her characters keep finding reasons to keep living.
Not even Louis is miserable for all eternity.
Listen,
you know?
we've talked about this so often. One of the reasons why Nicky stands out so much in the Vampire Chronicles is because he is that tragic loss.
Yeah.
He's one of our heroes, somebody that we identify with and love, but he couldn't find that next step to move on.
No.
And that's why he stands out so much. You're absolutely right. Alfie says, Anne had some strong opinions about the casting of the movie
Absolutely.
too, and then changed her mind. I am convinced that she's dancing in heaven.
I think
really am.
She would love Sam.
Yeah.
She would love Sam.
And maybe she would still be sore about the time frame changes or something like that. But y'all, she would love this show. I feel convinced of it. I hope she would have liked it, Sharon says. Absolutely. All right. The Rose Sinister tour was so wonderful. It was really... Stuart is our friend from college. He's over here. We're going to have him on the show in a little while. But he was, at one point, he saw me across the crowd in the tour, and he grabs Kelly. He goes, "Hey, what's wrong with Joel?" Y'all, I was crying. I'm going to get filled up thinking about it right now.
Oh my God, it was so sweet.
I just had this moment. I'm looking around, and there was like 28 of us, and everybody's fucking smiling.
Oh, we were all so happy.
People kept taking a moment to step aside from the crew and forget about Rose Sinister was saying that they were paying her to say, and would come and grab Ashley and be like, "Can I please take a photo?" Or would come and hug my neck and say XYZ or whatever. Anyway, it is so fulfilling.
Yeah,
genuinely,
it is.
just validating in a way that I can't say thank you enough.
And everyone in being so freaking kind and lovely and just Oh, it was just, it's better than I even imagined this could have been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really, really
It's
was.
been incredible.
I don't think I said it earlier, so I'll say it now. The event itself should be available by Thanksgiving
Yeah.
for you to watch online. It's going to be free at annrice.com. The way that Christopher said it in that post that we mentioned earlier, it sounds like it's going to be free.
Yeah.
My assumption was maybe they'd stream it for a week or two, and then they would sell it. Maybe he'll sell it eventually. I don't know, but I think it's just going to be up on our website.
That theater was so beautiful. The Orpheum theaters are gorgeous all over the country.
They are amazing. They are amazing. And as I said to Ashley, we used to be a civilization. We used to build buildings.
We used to build buildings.
We are not currently a civilization.
We ain't acting right, y'all. That's why we don't get nice things anymore.
We said I'm sorry so much to the people who visited from out of country. We didn't mention them. Samantha Reyes and
Yes.
I can't remember his name that was with her. There
Yeah.
were two people.
Samantha came from Mexico
Samantha,
City.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your friend. I can't remember your name, but the two of them came from Mexico City to visit us, and I genuinely was like, thank you, and I'm sorry that all of this is a hassle right now.
Yeah.
We're sorry for ourselves too. It's not just y'all, but we're very sorry for those of you who came from elsewhere where it's not currently a shit show.
Oh, God.
All right, I do have a bone to pick with the Orpheum though, Ashley.
Okay, let's discuss it.
I'm going to give you the shit sandwich of management, right? I'm going to give you a praise and the meat and then another praise. Here's a praise. Those seats were wonderfully wide.
They were.
Joel's hips are pretty thick. I'm a big fella.
Ashley's round bottom fit in there perfectly.
Right, it was delicious, except the depth of the seating, friends, lacked a great deal.
Which would not have bothered me because I am fun-sized.
It was tight even for you,
It
my
was,
love.
my knees were on that railing.
Yeah.
Poor Brett. He was squozen there.
We're going to bring him on in a minute, too. I'm going to bring my wife, Kelly, and Brett, Ashley's husband, are going to come on in a minute. But he's a big old boy. He's a tall fella. Taller than me by a good bit.
Yeah.
There was not room for us. It was very uncomfortable.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Brett before, you can see him on our Follow the House of Usher episode.
Yes, follow the House of Usher on Flanagan, which, by the way, I saw somebody commented on, I think, one of the Follow the House of Usher episodes, and Flan never again,
Oh,
or something
we'll be
like that. It was
back.
like,
We'll
no,
be
we're
back.
coming back, y'all.
We'll be back. I literally just started watching Hill House the other night.
We do this show weekly. We don't have time for two every week. Every week, anyway. We will do some more, though.
And when we were doing that, I was so tired. I was
know,
like,
right?
Holy shit.
You were like, how? What are we doing?
Oh, but it was great.
We
We had a
got
good time.
spoiled because we did Midnight Mass as part of this show.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Well, and my intention with the fucking Usher thing was to do that as a Patreon thing because you and Kelly were doing Wolf Like Me.
Oh, that's
and
right.
And I was like, oh, Brett and I can do that. And then you were like, oh no, we're going to launch a whole new thing. And I was like, bet, here we go. Well, yes, and.
So, first of all, Carrie is going to, Flanagan's Carrie is going to come out in 2026.
Oh.
We'll absolutely cover that when it comes out. As a
We
matter
need
of
to
fact,
talk about the life of Chuck eventually.
okay, that's what I was going to say. That's the next thing that I wanted. I want us to do a Life of Chuck episode, and I think we're going to do it
I still
out
haven't
on this
seen it
show.
yet.
I haven't watched it yet either. I've been saving it because I want to watch it fresh and then do the episode. But I think we're going to put that as an episode of this show, just because of what we were just talking about, the
Yeah.
joy, right? Life
Yeah.
of Chuck is one of those like life-affirming stories. Apparently, I haven't watched it yet, but that's what they're telling me. The film is like makes you happy in a way that that's Weekend has. So that's what we're going to do. What did we miss?
Sometimes I think that
Google's
people,
Win Thanksgiving. The November 25th? No, it's the last Thursday in November. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The fourth Thursday in November.
Yeah. That's
There you go.
American Thanksgiving.
Are there 5 Thursdays in November sometimes? All right. Sometimes I think that the people changed later in their lives seem to be better seem to do better in Vampire Life, especially Gabrielle. Even Marius managed better than some
Agree.
after the Dark Gift.
Agree.
She's referencing Nikki there specifically. There was a good comment earlier where she was talking about Nikki. We're too far back now because this one's good. I want to share this one too. That's just lovely, Joel. A lovely gang of you all in NOLA this week, being part of bringing people together that is so beautiful and humbling and joy bringing.
Yeah. We've been high on.
Well, we've been high.
We've been high.
We've been high, but we've been high on life
We've
as
been
well.
also been high on the like just all the good hormones, the dopamine, the serotonin. It's been so nice.
Okay, I want to reset the chairs in a minute and bring Ashley and Kelly and Brett on to talk for a second. But before we do that, what was your favorite part of last night?
Oh, it was the lady singing. It was Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans?
Irma Thomas.
Irma was amazing. Irma was my favorite part of the night.
Irma Thomas is a New Orleans legend.
Oh
If you
my
don't,
God.
I mean, Google her, go to Spotify and play some Irma Thomas. She's
It was
beautiful.
It was gorgeous.
She is a grand dame of New
Yeah.
Orleans, right? She's an elder statesman of the city and a beautiful jazz singer. But
gorgeous.
she brought it last night. It was a lovely performance, one of many, honestly. We mentioned already the Bridge Over Troubled Water, but you know what I really enjoyed, and I would not have expected to. There was a reference to when Christopher was little, Anne would sing him. What was the song? Is it listed on here? Tell me it is.
I don't think so.
I don't think it is listed on here.
Oh, I can't remember. I drank so much since then.
No, yeah. Well, let's see. I look forward to your videos. Thank you for doing them. Oh, thank you, Sharon. I see. I'm gonna miss it. Anyway, it was a Broadway. It was an old classic Broadway tune from a composer that is not well known. Like literally, he referenced the composer's
Yeah.
name, and one person said, "Woo!" He goes, "See, I got one." But it was,
was not
effectively like a
familiar.
bedtime tune for him, and I didn't know it, and they didn't sing it. They just played it, but it was lovely. And
was.
again, like the thought of him celebrating his mother and honoring his childhood in that way, as somebody who has lost a parent and
We're the
was-
Dead Dad Club.
yeah, we both are, and I was thinking I have also gotten very close to my mother. As he was describing, he talked about how he had become like not just a child but a friend.
Yeah.
He had an adult friend in Anne
Well, he refers to her as Anne
all the
all
time.
the time.
Okay, that was my favorite moment, and I'm gonna cry when I tell
Oh,
y'all.
it was so sad. It was so sad and sweet.
Before they played that song, Christopher said, "Good night, Mama."
It was so sweet.
Y'all.
It was so sweet and sad.
Oh my goodness. It was beautiful. It was just a lovely tribute. And the fact that he celebrated
Oh, no, come on.
he celebrated her works, he celebrated her fans, but he also celebrated her and
Yeah.
her life and her as his mother. Like
Yeah.
she was just a mom too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway.
Absolutely.
It was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it really was. It was a great night.
All right, let's take just a second. I'm going to turn these microphones down so that we don't make a bunch of noise while we do it. And
Okay.
we're going to move a couple of chairs in here so that we can get Brett and Kelly in.
Okay, and I'm gonna.
Hold.
I have to pee.
Yeah, take a
I'm
break.
gonna pee real quick.
She's going to take a break. We'll reset. Don't put your hand on the back of his head. Okay.
Are all these on?
Yes, they're all
Okay.
on. You two are on 1 and 2, and me and Ash are on 3 and 4 now.
Just 1,000 people sobbing in the audience together at that moment. That is real true.
It really was.
Oh, Lord.
All right, let's see. Testing. All right, I think we're all good.
Okay.
Hooray.
Yay.
I think we're all good. All right. So first of all, this is so weird to me. This is so surreal. Several times, the members, the listeners, have been like,
You good?
"Doesn't this feel surreal? Just being here?" I'm like, "Yeah, it sure does." Even this seems so strange, y'all.
The four
I
of us.
edited like 8 episodes of the two of y'all, which is probably the most that I've ever heard Brett talk. He and I have not been in person together like almost ever.
true.
I think we've met 3 times maybe
Yeah, maybe.
in history. But I know okay, this is the beauty of podcasting, and this is why like we've been talking to our fans here, and they are trying to express this intimate relationship that they feel with us, and we didn't know their names necessarily, right? All of them, or we didn't recognize them based on their names because a lot of y'all use avatars. I really appreciate the ones in our Facebook group that do have their actual profile photo on their thing. I understand why so many people don't.
I
Don't
mean-
get me wrong, but it was nice that I could recognize a handful.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Hey, that's Zach. I know Zach.
It was so funny. I was like sitting in the square, waiting for everybody to come for the to meet up for Rose's tour.
Oh, and, like, recognizing
and, like,
them?
just the little constant trickle of it, and then realizing, like, looking up and realizing, like, I was sitting right next to Bren for a minute, and she was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "Yeah."
You're Ashley.
All right. Well, I won't.
Here's
you did
the
that on
other-
purpose.
here's the
I'll
other
leave that
thing.
alone. I started to say something, and I'm like, no, don't say that. That's not my business.
Uh,
Bran. I was gonna. Prince Bran. I love you.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
I was also going to say, Ashley and I got to meet for the first time.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is. I forgot
This
about
is
that.
Yeah. We'd never met.
Not in real life.
That is strange.
Yeah.
We chat when we're recording sometimes.
Yes.
I'm like, "Hi, Kelly."
I mean, yeah, Carrie was asking last night. She was like, okay, how long have y'all been doing the show? And it was like 7 years, 9
I
years?
think it's 8 years.
It's 8 or 9 now. Yeah.
Okay. And she was like, y'all have not met in person.
I know.
I was like, no.
We're only 3 hours
We're
away,
only
too,
3
which
hours
is really
away.
stupid. And also, it's where I went to college. Joel lives like
Right.
really close to our college town, and like I'm like I don't. If
It's
I'm in
just wild.
Louisiana, I'm coming all the way to New Orleans 90% of the
Yeah,
time.
fair.
I
Okay.
literally have left. I have left for unions at Louisiana Tech University. And been like, all right, guys, this was super fun. Love you. I'll see you later. We're heading on down to New Orleans.
Sure did.
Like, we'll go and stay like a night, and then
Yeah.
we're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Rustin sucks.
No, fair.
Here is what I can promise you, Ashley. I'm gonna leave it to you, by the way, to watch the
Okay.
chat if there's something amazing. Here's what I can promise you all. We're gonna do this again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. We have to. This
We're-
is too stupid fun.
We're
First
not
of
gonna
all-
bury Ann again. That's
Yeah,
not what
No,
I'm
we won't do
suggesting.
another funeral.
No.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
figured out that New Orleans at Halloween is very fun.
Holy, it's the weather's nice.
Very fun.
The
That's
costumes
cool.
are amazing.
incredible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The various costumes, the level of like you got an inflatable Winnie the Pooh,
Right.
right? Which just is adorable
Sure.
and sweet, but then like full-on booty cheeks with
Oh.
gold
Oh,
lame
real
nipple
talk.
Like-
covers.
There were so many, I saw so many gorgeous lady booties
Yes.
out and about.
I
Oh
saw
my
a few
God.
gorgeous man booties too. That don't discriminate here.
I wasn't
Booty,
as distracted. I'll be real. I wasn't as
rocking
distracted by the
everywhere.
men's asses. I was
Yeah.
very, oh my, you know.
Yeah, like, good
and then
on
I
you.
like to give compliments, so it's really hard for me
Yes.
to like. And I don't want to be like nice ass.
Nice.
You know, that's disgusting.
It's a
Yeah,
nice
oh.
what you got there.
Okay, and it's weird because
But
it's,
I was like, your booty is so fat.
Like, you
I'm
gotta
so
know.
little
You got
jealous.
it,
Like,
like-
it's so good.
I
Like,
didn't see a single
No, Brett
costume.
had to scold me one time at a wedding because I was talking about a woman's breasts too loud. Brett was like,
It's one of the bridesmaids, and we're sitting in the back,
Oh
like
my
the
God.
one of the back two
Incredible.
rows. And she's like, "Look at her tits." I was like, "Dude, you got to calm down, man."
I
Well,
mean,
they were- I mean,
you
granted-
see those, right?
I was like, everyone.
Dude, they were bigger than my head.
Right?
Like, I mean, everybody saw them. You didn't need to make a comment. It
It was
was.
a really perfect corset she was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, ma'am, you have to know.
I was like,
job.
I
dude.
feel like I need to tell
Yeah.
you. Why am I a creep?
I was like, turn this around. And if I said that, how would it be?
Brett was like, yeah, Ashley, no.
Yeah,
stop.
nice cans. You know, I'm like, no, come on, man.
So many times on the show, Brett, she has addressed cleavage or
Oh, I'm
yeah.
always the one that brings
Oh,
up
yeah.
and I
first.
always thank you so much for saying that so that we can now discuss it without
Yes.
me having
Yeah.
been the one to broach
Yeah.
the subject.
No,
I really
I think
appreciate you
women are
opening
so
it.
beautiful. I can't help it. Women are gorgeous.
Agreed.
Okay, let's talk about this fucking coven and how beautiful these people are. First
Tremendous.
of you genuinely lots of physical beauties in the crowd hanging out with us the last couple of days, but also such generosity.
Oh
of
my God.
spirit,
So
like
wonderful.
Beautiful people, good stories. So many of y'all are giving and doing cool things wherever you are, and it's like, oh well, shit. Talk about that more. Also, like I think we're gonna do maybe some member episodes where we bring some of our patrons on to talk
There's
about
some
Anne and
really
other
interesting
things.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
Like-
Everyone is so, I don't know. It was just, and it's just having the right vibe about everyone. You know, like the energy everybody brought to this weekend has just been so incredible. And so, and like you said, so generous. Like it's just been ridiculous. I ran into Melissa and Mandy. They were my first Coven member sightings on this trip. And we are staying a little bit close, pretty close to the Gallier house. And they had just gotten there. They were trying to get there for the tour. And Melissa just goes, double takes and goes, Ashley, and she was like, I'm so sorry, I screamed in your face. And I was like, no, it was so exciting. It was wonderful. So we met on the street. We had a run by hugging.
Nice. Kelly had to step out for a second because we ordered a salad for her 4 hours ago, roughly,
God.
for delivery, and it's been delivered, I think, twice to the wrong place so far.
Oh my Lord.
So we're
That is
hopeful.
going to be a wilted ass salad.
Oh, no, well, it's okay. They've remade it both times, but still. Anyway, we're hopeful there's a salad coming. Is all I'm saying.
So
Here's hoping.
I had a Bloody Mary earlier because I was like, fix it, Jesus.
Fix it, Jesus.
And I don't even.
Having a tough one this morning.
I don't call for Jesus often.
Jesus and Lestat, thank them both for the extra hour of sleep last
Baby.
night, even though we didn't use it properly.
Christ. I disagree. I think we used it just fucking fine. We did just fine.
I started this whole conversation because I was talking about Brett. I don't know Brett that well in person, but I feel like I know you very intimately because
Right.
I've listened to you speak so much.
Yeah.
Okay. That is exactly the feeling that all of these podcast
Yeah.
listeners
Yeah.
have, right? They don't know us, but they know us. They know how you feel about the loss of your father.
Yep.
They know how I feel about the fact that my dad got dementia, right? They know about my fundamentalist upbringing. They know about the fact that you were an atheist that washed up into the Bible Belt and we're like, hey, what are y'all doing?
What the hell's happening here? What,
Okay.
the cult?
That is fucking fun.
Yeah, it is.
That's delicious. And it's
and getting to know everyone else. Because you guys have, I mean, you have a cheat on us. You guys don't all have podcasts we can listen to.
Yes.
But
Some of you should start podcasts, I guess is what I'm don't stop listening to ours though. So maybe don't start a
Right.
podcast actually. Brett.
Yes.
Kelly will be back in a minute. I'm gonna ask her kind of the same thing. But so first of all, I use a lot of your Ashley's time.
Sure. That's good. She needs something to do.
it keeps me out of trouble. Let's be honest.
That's true.
How do you feel about this whole endeavor? And talk a little bit about this weekend and hanging out with the Coven and what it's
Well,
like.
I mean, the two of you guys, it's been going on for so long that it's just part of the routine. It's just part of life. And I hear
Very
your voice
boiling
like
frog.
it's joy. Hey, how we doing? You know, and so it's just as been part of it as it's kicked up a little bit more as of late. It's been very, very cool to see what's been going on and to watch the Coven folks interact with the two of you was fascinating because they know you because you talk to them all the time, and so they can reference different things and you'll be like, oh shit, yeah, that's right, you do know that. You know, and it was
One of the
fascinating.
things we were talking about with everybody was like, how much time do we spend talking before we start recording?
Or after.
Or after,
While we
things
wait
like
for
that.
things to upload.
Yeah. Sometimes we'll pop on and we'll have a whole like 30-minute conversation before we even hit record.
Well, sometimes we need our therapy session for it.
Yeah.
We're
We
like
have to
none of
unpack
this
some things.
none of this gets to go on YouTube, but
Right, but we've got some things we need to unpack with each other.
I need to talk to you for a minute.
But y'all are really efficient though most of the time. Like it's
We
one
are
of those
good
things,
about
boom,
it.
boom, 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 chkunk, and then you get going and you're
Yeah.
rolling and knock it out.
I-
It's great.
So, I mean, we both have full-time jobs and we both have spouses that we care about. I got 14 children. What do you need, my love? That's-
Her food's at St. Anne.
Oh,
Come here.
Uh,
Come sit down.
Yeah, you're never getting this food.
It's 2 blocks over.
it's at the end on
But
St.
they're
Anne.
sending me a gift card because we've had to send it twice.
They've made 4
I haven't eaten
salads.
today.
I didn't eat yesterday.
Yeah.
I did not
Do
eat
you want-
until I got back.
My
to
food
work.
is-
Would you like peanut butter crackers or fig Newtons? That's what
No, I
have
want to
on
go get
me.
my salad.
I know. Are you gonna go get? Are you gonna?
I would
walk?
like. Yeah, it's $2.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do that then. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So we'll do without Kelly for a few
Yes.
minutes. Wait. You want me to go get it for you?
Can Brett do audiobooks, please?
You bet. Love to.
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah.
company.
Same company.
Little boutique.
But yeah.
Little boutique
In the
hotels
lobby.
here.
This has been a
It's,
blast for
Caesar
to
salad.
watch all of you guys get together because it's a very different group. Like not everybody is even close to the same. There's like
No.
very
Lots of age
straight put
difference?
together, a lot of age difference, a lot of just like interesting different humans. It was wonderful to see that group of people that in real life, like wandering around, would never really get together and hang out
Well,
kind of thing.
many
You wouldn't think
places,
so,
too,
but
like, so many different places. That's
yeah,
awesome.
all over. It was really cool.
I mean, and listen, we've spent Ashley and I specifically have talked about how much we have imbibed this weekend. We've also got some folks that weren't drinking at
Oh, yeah,
all.
100%.
Oh, yeah, for
Like,
sure.
Right?
Yeah.
We had, I think the youngest in our group was probably 22,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I mean, but we had a couple of people in their 60s in that were out and about.
It was a great variety.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Okay. I just asked Brett.
Yes.
Like, what is? First of all, I use a lot of his Ashley's time, is what I said. Ashley gets a lot of your Joel's time too.
Yeah.
What is it like being a part of this and like watching us do this thing and then coming to this event and meeting all the people? Like, what has this been like?
So I think it's super interesting because I've never read any of the books. I've seen like Interview with the Vampire. I've seen the show and I enjoy the show a lot. I've seen Mayfair and I like the silliness, ridiculous of Mayfair. And like, I just like, fine. I'm just gonna,
No, I
it's
like
not
that
great. Like, I love Interview with the Vampire. Mayfair is fine. Like, I'm gonna watch it. He's got to watch it.
I love Kelly's acknowledgement, and I want to point this out to everybody that's listening to this. Kelly likes Mayfair for its fun and silliness, but acknowledges that it is not a good show,
Yeah.
even though she's never read the books. She's not mad
Yeah.
about the adaptation.
No, she
problems.
doesn't know how bad the adaptation is.
I
That's
don't.
just not a good
And that's
show.
okay. I'm okay with
as
that.
No,
compared
it's
to-
fine. You
Guess
don't need that
what?
stress in
Guess
your
what?
life.
I have you two to fill me
That's right.
in.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
I'm
right.
telling you
They'll let us
everything.
know. Yeah.
We will let you know
We'll get
all
them
of
all
our
from
feelings
somewhere else. It's
about
gonna
it.
be fun.
Yeah.
Which, but on that note, somebody asked me last night at the bar if I was going to do I still owe, especially you patrons, I owe you the final 2 episodes of season 2 of Interview, what you missed in, like the 5 things you missed. And somebody said, "Oh, are you going to do 5 things you missed in Mayfair?" And I said, "Not a chance in hell." However, I might, and this is an interesting project. I was thinking, what if I did a series of videos where I pitched what I would have done with Mayfair, like how I would have adapted the Mayfair, break stories for the Mayfair series that Joel would have gotten to adapt. When they do it in 20 years, maybe I can do it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It's a ridiculous show. It's almost insulting to the audience. It is.
Yeah.
It's,
There is.
We were talking about this
We
last
were
night.
talking about it last
you
night,
gotta
yeah.
have something for the dummies.
Yes.
There are some
Yes.
people that it just cannot understand a story.
Oh my
They don't
God.
get anything,
don't
and
get
there's
it.
got to be something that's
They
like
want to be entertained.
this is easily
Oh,
bite-sized. Everybody's beautiful.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
it's okay. I'm
There
not.
is-
I'm not dogging it. I don't think it's
Yeah,
very
no,
good.
but there is a higher. I mean, I don't want to say higher intellect associated with Interview, but like,
Well, it's just literature. It's literature
yes.
versus a book.
yeah,
That's
well,
right?
production value as far as the television
Right.
shows go, were wildly different.
yeah.
That's
We were
true,
talking
too.
about that last night too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's funny though, like after all this time, that I mean, this has been a dream for you guys. For you and Ashley, and like it is a thing that both of you have loved your entire lives, basically.
Yeah.
And so to actually see and to build the community, like so much is wrong with social media in all different
Yeah.
ways.
Oh, yeah.
But to have a positive place where people can come together and like-minded and even different opinions, but still
Respect each other.
genuinely, yes, respect
Yeah.
each other and care about each other and feel it and hear each other, but also make the decision to come attend. Like Moa from Sweden, like one of our daughters was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe she came from Sweden." And I was like, "Well, people travel all over the world to do the things that they love and the things that they want to see. And for her, this was something that she wanted to experience. And
Yeah.
the fact that we were here was bonus for her. And she may not have come had you guys not decided to
Yeah.
do this, but maybe she would have.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of
But,
people
like-
were going to make the trip regardless to
Yeah.
go to the celebration, but the fact that we got to layer in this extra, you know, in the parfait of fun that
Yeah.
we've had.
I listened to a bunch of, like, Joel will run down, hey, like, who's one of the guys that you talk to me all the time about? Hey, so and so said this about
Oh, you
the
mean in
next.
the group? What they?
No,
oh.
like the creators in the show.
Oh,
Which one of the guys that
so
does
like
like the
Rollin
episode?
Jones
Yes. Okay.
is the showrunner for
Okay.
Interview, and we talk about Mark Johnson occasionally because
Yes.
he'll break news accidentally. Hey guys, I'm going to make a Night Island series.
But like what Joel will do,
It's like half awake.
I will be doing anything else, and Joel will walk in and be like, "Hey, so Mark said,"
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Mark said."
like he's
and I'm
my
like,
buddy from college.
Oh, you're talking about vampires. You're talking about.
Got it. Got it. Yeah.
Like we're
Like,
on first
that
name
is a lot.
basis with Mark
Yes.
and Rollin.
Yes.
Listen,
Yes.
I don't know when or if I'll ever get to interview Rollin. Rollin, I think. Okay. I want Sam on the show, but mostly just because I want to drool in Sam's direction for 30 minutes or so with cause. I want Rollin on the show because I would have paid so much money for Rollin to have been in that bar last night drinking green drinks with us.
Oh my god.
So that I could ask him like real questions. The questions I really want to ask Rollin, I can't ask him on camera probably as the creator of the show.
For sure.
But I am so impressed with his understanding of this text and the way that he has built this world. It makes what we're doing easier. We would do this anyway even if the shows weren't good. If none of the shows were good, we'd still be doing this. I will say, and I put a hard line out last night to somebody, like, there's a line that Mayfair could cross that me and Ashley would be like, we're not going to do that show anymore, actually. We're going to let that one go.
remember
I
that.
did flatly refuse to do a rewatch.
Yeah, we're never gonna do a rewatch of Mayfair. Listen, we never want to put out content that isn't positive.
Yeah.
And like, we might not love that show, but if we can't find things to enjoy and a good conversation to have about it, then we're not gonna do it.
Yeah, there's no
Right.
need.
So there's your heads up.
Yeah.
I mean, hate watching has its own little joys, but it's
My
not. It's not the
heroes.
constant intention, you know.
Okay,
I hope it's a good salad. Can you imagine if it sucks?
I'm gonna
I
let
know,
you
I'm
go
gonna
have
be
your
so
salad,
sad.
but because you're gonna go eat now, which means I'm gonna make Stuart and Carrie come
There you
talk
go.
for a little
Yes.
while. Say something. Say your piece. Let's make sure
Talk.
that you. Yeah, let's make sure
Speak
that
to
you.
the people.
Hey, well, here's one thing that I want to say thank you for, and then maybe you can respond off of this instead
Okay.
of just prompting you loosely like that. Kelly did, and I'm gonna make a some sort of photo library online with the photos and videos
Oh,
that we've
yes.
taken. And like Ashley can throw in some or whatever, and maybe I can even make a way so that you can send me yours if you were here,
Yeah, we'd
and we can
love
add
that.
it in there. But I want everybody to have access to it, genuinely.
Oh,
like,
for
you got
sure.
private moments, right, from your hotel room. Don't send those. But the
I don't need
stuff
a
on the
dick pic,
street,
y'all. I love you.
the stuff on the street, we'll put all of that together and let all of you see it. Because those of you who couldn't come, I want you dreaming about this when we do it again. And we're not going to do it next Halloween. I'll go ahead and put it out there. First of all, it's an expense for a lot of you to come from everywhere. We need a year to plan what we really want to do. But we're going to
Hell,
get
this hangover may still be lingering.
right. We're going to get a space. We're going to do a live recording somewhere so that you all can attend. Here, the one reason that I'm not going to be happy about this weekend, the one thing that's disappointing, is that I did not get to play our theme song and then say, we are the Articulate Coven, the unofficial fan podcast and community, and have people cheer.
Oh,
That
yeah.
didn't get to happen.
Oh.
I want a room to go,
You-
hurrah!
Sure.
Anyway,
Tinkerbell needs her applause.
Yes, she does.
I got lots of it this weekend, but I didn't
Oh.
get it in a group. See, all at once. I didn't have a room cheer me. So that's what we're going to do next time.
Ridiculous.
We also talked about
Ridiculous.
like if anybody like not, and I was like host a meetup, you know. I'm like, not at your house. You don't have to do it at your house. But if like somebody lives in a fun city and wants to like, hey, let's try to do a meetup here, you
Maybe
know.
it's not New Orleans. Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you've got ideas about that, let's start talking. And in probably 2, maybe 3, we'll do this again. And probably Halloween. Like that's the
This
time
was
to get
so-
together.
It
and
Yeah.
have
was
so
really
much
fun. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's a
want to
blast.
dress up.
Okay, Kelly took so many fucking amazing photos.
Yeah,
Most
she
of y'all have not seen many of them, but the pics of Rose Sinister especially, like it's like a goddamn photo shoot.
Thank you.
You're so amazing. She's so amazing
Kelly
in
is
so many ways.
amazing.
Thank you.
Here's one of the most gratifying
very
things
kind.
for me of this weekend, genuinely, is how many Coven members have come up to me to tell me what a peach I have and how and how lucky I am.
Yeah.
I honestly expected a few y'all to tell her how lucky she was. I've heard it
I
a
did
bunch.
get a couple
You
of
got a
those.
couple of those
Yeah.
too? Okay, well, good.
Everybody also loves Brett.
Yes.
Brett gives off the most hilarious energy sometimes.
You're
and
real fucking lovable, Ash.
he is.
Hey,
Both of them.
whatever.
They're sweet.
More people have come up and talked about how wonderful you are than
The
anything.
articulate others have to stick together.
That's right.
Oh my God.
She's breaking news. All right, these two
Yeah.
Stuart brought it
knuckleheads-
up.
Stuart invented it. You're gonna meet Stuart in a minute. Stuart was sitting at a table with Brett and Kelly and Stuart's partner Carrie, and Ash was over there in and out when she wasn't holding court.
Oh my God. It was ridiculous.
She sat up in the middle of the bar, y'all. There was a ring around her.
She was
Yes.
hoarse
There was
this
so many
morning from
people around her.
talking. Yeah.
I was hoarse. I was like, oh my God, my voice is gone.
There were so many people around her. I didn't see her when I came to the bar. I went to the courtyard and sat by myself for
She
a
is
minute,
tiny.
waiting for the Coven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuart comes in and he's like, "The Coven's all in there, homie." I'm like, oh, whoops. All right.
Vitamin D. Somebody commented from one little woman to another, like,
Oh, yes.
people have been coming up to Ashley this entire time. We're like, I'm disappointed because you're so small. You're so short. You're so little. Like, we're right out in front of the Orpheum and had about a 6'3" woman.
She's so
Dorothy.
gorgeous.
Dorothy Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God. She is gorgeous.
She's like, I got a beef with you. And Ashley's like, what did I do? She's like, you're so small. And then has to bend way over to hug her. It was great.
You know,
I think the first time Joel told me, like, he was like, you don't understand, like, she's tiny. And I was like, oh, she is.
I'm very small. When Brett came home with me for the first time, I brought him home for Thanksgiving one year because he was an orphan and didn't have a place to go that year. And I was like, come on with me. We'd only been like dating for like 10 days, I think, by that
Yeah.
point. And we get to the exit to where my mom's house was. And I was like, oh, hey, by the way, I should like, maybe I should prepare you like visually for what you're going to see because we're all real small, like everybody.
Yeah.
And my aunt and my grandma were there, so it was like all these tiny women. Like we're a very female-heavy family, and there were all these just tiny women with big
Family of-
mouths, and we're so
Yeah.
loud.
Female hobbits.
It really was.
But I was like, he called his brother. He's like, dude, I'm having fucking Thanksgiving at the Shire.
Yeah.
And my mom
It was
immediately
so
started
strange.
feeding him rolls. She's like,
Yeah.
Did you bang your head on the chandelier?
I took a shower and the water hit me in the stomach. I was like, dude, where the hell am I? What is this really happening?
But I
It was odd. I'm only 6 feet tall, but I mean, I was a giant. I'm used to being the smallest. I'm the runt of my family.
Yeah.
And so I'm used to being the smallest around my family. Man, it's not even close. You could add all of them together, they'd probably get to me.
Okay, let's let Kelly eat her salad. But
Yes.
Yes.
say something to the Coven before you go. We love you.
Oh, okay. Thank you
Yep.
for showing up. Thank you for listening to these two. It makes them very happy.
Yeah.
Alejandro's
And it makes us happy
I'm
to
so
see
glad.
them happy.
Couldn't
so,
be
like,
making us
thank you
happier.
for hanging on. Even when there was like a lull and they had nothing new to report
Yeah.
and they had
Yeah.
you know. Thank
Yeah.
you for staying connected.
We do.
and
We
thank you
appreciate
for being who you are. Yeah.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
I love you,
Have a
beautiful.
good salad.
I love you.
I hope
All right,
it's
go eat.
back.
I hope
Finally.
this salad's
I'm so sorry you had to
delicious.
wait so long.
So Alejandro's here from Chile.
Are you bringing these guys on?
You hang
Yeah.
on for a minute,
Okay.
and then I'm going to bring them on.
Great.
Oh, Books loves my shirt. Thank you. I love it.
All right, Brett, I'm going to put you on the spot, too.
Let's go.
Before I throw you off the show,
Okay.
Say something else to the Coven.
You guys have been fabulous. It has been wonderful meeting all of you. I'm not a natural, like, wander up to strangers and talk, and all of you guys have been just sweet and wonderful. And the things you've said about Ashley and Joel to me, you couldn't be more right. They're wonderful human beings. They care about each other. And it's obvious that you guys have built this friendship over the internet. And so to be able to celebrate with each other has been beautiful to watch. It's been so incredibly cool. And last night, nobody wanted to go.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
everybody wanted to
real.
hang
I mean,
on
people were saying goodbye for like
for a
2
couple hours. Yeah.
Like I'm leaving. let me get a hug. I'm leaving.
Well,
And
and
then
people
we'll be-
flying out at 9:30 in the morning, and we're sitting there at 2:30 a.m. and they just can't go. And so that
Yeah.
speaks a lot to
None-
the community
nobody
you
wanted
all
to go to
have.
bed. We were just
Yeah.
having too much fun last night.
It's been a blast.
Even when I knew I went one drink too many, Brett was like, "Are you sure you want another one of those green drinks?" And I was like, "Uh-huh."
I just didn't want the night to end. That's
Yeah.
exactly the way
Yeah.
I put it.
I just
That's
didn't
where it
want
was.
to.
I will go ahead and any of you that happen to be watching this from New Orleans and are going to join us for drinks later, which I said we were going to have this planned when we started the live stream, and we didn't because we were cutting it real close to starting. Again, we started too early. 2:00 was ambitious.
Baby.
But whoever joins us tonight, when we start, we're going to do an hour, which includes an understood 30 minutes of goodbyes. But at 90 minutes, we're all going to go home and get sleep because none of us are young enough to have 4 a.m. bedtimes, okay? Many of you do have flights tomorrow. Thank God we don't.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
I'm staying until Tuesday, and I've never been so happy with my choices.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, though, I'm supposed to go back to work on Wednesday, and I'm kind of got a real fuck you spirit about that right now.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Brett, so much
Yes.
for bringing Ashley. Thank you for
She's the
coming
best.
and being part of all of this. Thank you for especially the coverage on Flanagan. And we're gonna have you guys do something else in the future on Flanagan because you're genuinely. I told Ashley I was so pissed off sometimes editing you two because I was like, Brett is gonna put me out of a goddamn job.
That's not even close.
They're not going to let me back on the show
No,
after they
no.
watch Fall of the House of Usher. But you had insight. See, okay, this is why you need more voices. This is why you want diverse voices,
Yeah.
too. And yes, we're all pasty white people. But
True.
we come from different places. You're from Utah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's not like it's like the most diverse from North Louisiana.
Not
but
even
there
close, but
there are different backgrounds.
It is very different.
But Brett brings a different point of view, and there are things about the text and things about these shows that he can ascertain and bring to light that I never would have considered. And as soon as he does, I'm like, that is my headcanon now.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Of course, this is the way to understand it, and then that's what they meant, and that's what I now will always take away from that. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you for
everything
having
you
me.
brought to the show,
Yeah.
too.
Happy to be here. This
All
is
right.
great. Go get them, y'all.
Yes, let me hold that because I don't even remember what number you are, honestly. I think you're 2. Yeah, you are 2. Boom.
This is a cute little soundboard.
Thank you very much, Mike McCallan of Podcasting for Associations, my associate, and I mean, I work for him. I work for myself, but I also work for Mike, and I don't mind saying it. Podcasting for Associations is if you happen to work for some sort of medical industry or organizational association, industry group, we can do your podcast, podcastforassociations.com. Check them out. Mike hooked me up with that Rodecaster Pro, and
That's cute.
it is a great soundboard. Very much makes all of this possible. All right, Carrie, I didn't tell you we were going to be on the show. Would you like to be on the show for a minute, though? Come
I
on.
could be cool.
Come
over.
on. Stuart doesn't get to come.
Can I take my drink?
Yes, of course. you can
Please
take
bring
your
your drink.
You can take your drink because this story starts with drugs. So
This story starts with drugs.
this
Is that
story
bourbon?
starts with
It
drugs.
is. I had to have my first bourbon. drink.
Wait, all right, let's
I had
see.
to reset and get
Girl.
my body back online.
I am
All right, you take that one.
suffering right now.
I'm also sick.
Come here.
Got a little bronchitis. Sound like a.
Come
Little
here,
lady.
sweetie.
Here comes the cutie.
All right. First of all, yeah, my aunt and my mother are both very much in love with Stuart Schrader, and they have been since we were teenagers.
We have something in
Well,
common.
I was a teenager anyway. You weren't a teenager.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, this is my buddy Stuart. Stuart and Ashley were actually in college before I was there together. Y'all were already friends before I started hanging out with the theater group. But the three of us all went to Louisiana Tech together. We all, and Brett as well, have worked at Blue Jacket,
Yes.
outdoor drama in Ohio. So we've got a lot of like theater background. But honestly, you and I are not buddies because of theater. We happen to meet each other in theater.
That's true.
I'm in love with Stuart because of his analytical mind. This dude breaks down things in such like I just was talking about how Brett will understand parts of the Fall of the House of Usher that I was like, I never would have heard that or understood that. This dude breaks down life that way for me. Economics, I mean, it has not made me wealthy because I don't listen to him.
Well, look, listen, he's a pharmacist, so he's working with a little bit of different cash flow than we are.
Fair. Podcasting and pharmacy do not have equivalent values in modern society. It turns out. Okay. Stuart and I have been friends for fucking 25 years, I guess. I'm gonna start this with this story. You and I were in college. Ashley had already graduated.
Yes.
We were doing 12th
I
night.
finished on time.
One of the lucky ones.
Stuart and I were both 5 years. It is absolutely true.
We were on that tenure track. We had a lot of folks on the tenure track in the theater department, actually.
College is fun. Y'all leave us alone.
Get a theater degree. I highly recommend it. Those are good parties.
What's so funny too, though, is that Stuart literally joined theater because the head of the theater department at the time, or the director of the theater department, sold him on theater being the fastest way out of college.
Oh.
She's
Yeah.
like, I can get you graduated the fastest.
Okay, I like that.
So,
But I was already well into my 5-year program
You're- yes,
before we
you
had
were
that
well-
conversation.
You're well into your intentional degree. I like it.
So it was my junior year at Tech, and it was my first year as like a main stage performer. I had done some one-act shows, but I hadn't committed as a major or a minor even. I think I maybe had added as a minor, but anyway, they weren't taking me seriously until my junior year. And then suddenly I was in everything.
Yeah.
I really hit my stride. I don't know, the professors finally bought into me. But we did 12th night. It was the first show of the year, right?
That was so good.
We auditioned. Oh
that
my
was
God.
so good. I came back to see that.
I just realized, I remembered this. The auditions were scheduled for 9/11.
Oh, wow.
Shut up.
Yes.
Oh my God, another 9/11 story. Yes.
I forgot. I freaking forgot. Okay, so this was
That's
2001,
wild.
and the auditions were scheduled for 9/11. Obviously, that morning the tragedies happened, and the campus freaked out a little bit, and the theater put out a notice, hey, we're going to reschedule. And they moved it back, I think, like a whole week, but at least several days. But we auditioned for 12th Night, which, if you don't know, it's a beautiful Shakespeare show. It's a comedy. It features, I think, the second greatest Shakespeare character of all time, Sir Toby Belch, second only to Falstaff, which I was supposed to play and then gave to our buddy, the Professor Nick Harrison, who you might know from TikTok. And I sort of
I
hoped
need
might
to
show
check.
up.
Brett, will you check my phone and see if he messaged?
We might see him tonight. We might bring him out to drinks if he's around.
He's the best.
He's so
much
delightful.
Fun. God.
He played Falstaff our senior year because I had decided to get married instead, and I wanted to wash out of the theater department. But I played Sir Toby Belch. You were Duke Orsino.
Yes.
Duke Orsino starts the show. Do you remember the line?
Ooh,
If music be the food of love.
play on.
Okay, so our version of 12th Night was this rock and roll. We literally had a band on stage. They performed The Doors and Take Another Little Piece of My Heart, Janis Joplin style. Shannon Shea, number 9.
Oh no, I did not come see this. It was the
Not
it was
Shannon
the-
Shea,
It was
Shannon- What was Shannon's name?
the shit. What one did I come back and see? It was in the round. Someone kicked an axe into the
I do-
audience.
I think you saw Henry Ford.
I saw Henry Ford. Yes, I did.
Henry
That's what I
Ford was performed in the round. Yeah, that was a few years later. All right.
Yeah.
12th Night was a big hit though. 12th Night did really well on campus. Like the house was packed. The rock band helped,
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
absolutely.
It was a really cool thing. But it was the show that the university decided to take on the road.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was a theater
ACTF?
festival that year. No.
Oh, was it?
It might have been
I think-
ACTF.
I think maybe it
actually.
was.
Yeah, we did.
The event was held at SUNO, though. It's held at Southern University in New Orleans. And so we came down here and we drove straight into the theater building and like put up the set, ran the show, broke the set down, loaded the trucks, and then got to the hotel for the first time. We were staying in New Orleans East, which, if you know, especially at that time, was not a great part of town. We were staying in the Ramada Inn.
the Ramda.
The Ramada Inn had an A missing from the sign, and we all, or I at least, thought that the Ramada was a very hilarious name.
It is. You should. Theater departments are not well funded.
Indeed,
By the
especially in
university.
Shocker.
Northeast Louisiana.
Shocker.
Imagine that.
Shocker.
But there was a 24/7 porn store in the parking lot of the hotel.
Oh my God.
So literally.
Also,
every,
college kids will sleep anywhere.
Every single member,
100%.
every
I
single
talked
member,
about that last
basically,
night with someone. I was like,
of that theater department was as white as this panel right here, okay? And we were, most of us, from small town Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas, right? So most of us had never been to the big city, or very rarely anyway, and definitely not to this part of town, right? So we were all a little like, oh, where are we staying? What an adventure. Okay. You loaded us all up in your Jeep, a big group of us though, and we went looking for liquor.
Yeah.
So in New Orleans, and maybe this is not the case everywhere, but in here, we go to the convenience store.
Anywhere.
If you're late, is that everywhere? Okay. Well, yeah, you can get it at the grocery store,
Some
but I
places
meant,
you have to go to like a ABC.
oh, that's right. In
Like
some
North
states, they
Carolina.
literally sell it.
When I lived in
Pennsylvania
North
was like
Carolina,
that.
there was
Ohio
an
was
ABC.
that.
Florida's
State
the same.
store.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
liquor in the grocery store.
Yeah.
But
So weird.
Here, especially late at night, it is very often that you will find yourself, the convenience store is locked, but there is a window with a drawer, and they will sell you literally anything they can put into that drawer, and you can put money through it, right? So we were in line for one of those.
Was this at the porn store?
No, right down the street though.
Okay.
We had not gone far to find this convenience store where
liquor
we were going
stores
to buy
don't
liquor.
go far from the porn stores
no,
usually.
they're hand in hand. Hand in hand.
Standard through bulletproof glass transactions.
absolutely.
Late night.
We're in line.
I live in Little Rock. I know. I'm familiar.
And the ladies that were with us decided that they were worried about the selection at this convenience store. They were like, we want some fruity drinks, and my guess is they're going to want to sell us beer or a bottle of whiskey, which we were fine. That was exactly what we
That
were
was what
looking
you
for.
were looking
yeah.
for.
Going for.
But the ladies wanted, I don't know, Boone's Farm.
Zima.
Right.
Yeah, what was it?
Probably, honestly, I might have been looking for Zima at the time. I put a Jolly Rancher in a Zima. I put a Jolly Rancher in a Zima, and I drink a 6-pack right the fuck now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have Zima,
You need to find a time capsule.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
see, we used to be a civilization, actually.
It's back when we were building buildings.
We used to have Zima. God damn it. What a world.
All right, so we decided we were going to leave the line. Being from North Louisiana, the parish, we have parishes, not counties here in Louisiana. Being from North Louisiana, our parish, where our college was dry. You had to go out of the city limits to be able to buy liquor, even beer. Like restaurants could serve beer, but they couldn't serve wine, they couldn't serve liquor.
Yeah.
And nobody served on Sundays, even beer.
So all the the liquor store and the drive-through daiquiri stands are like right at the edge of the city limits.
Yeah.
But even those stop selling at 2 a.m. Everything closes at 2 a.m., even the ones out on the edge of town, right? And so as we're turning to leave the convenience store, I sort of panic because I'm like, it's late. I wonder what time they cut off sales around here. So I turn back in line and I tap the older gentleman. My guess is like early 60s probably, waiting in line. Like clearly had been working all day, right? This guy was looking forward to what he was about to buy at the window. Tap him on the shoulder. Hey man. He turns around to look at me and I say, our friends want to go to like an actual liquor store so they can maybe have a bigger selection. I'm worried about when they're going to cut off sales though. What time do they stop selling liquor around here? He didn't say anything. You had already walked on almost to the car at this point, but he goes, no limitations. Could not conceive of my question. Just
No limitation.
couldn't imagine it, right? All right. And you and I can't tell you how many times during the rest of that trip, there was some reference to there are no limitations here. Like everything is available to you, right?
The world is your oyster.
Yeah, man. There are no limitations in New Orleans. Okay, I am also of the generation where I had been, in fact, a no-limit soldier. I had the silver chain with the tank. So no limitations was very endearing to me, to this city. And genuinely, I've now spent the last 25 years, and in my head, New Orleans means no limitations. You can do goddamn anything in New Orleans.
I feel like I might have hit a certain limit last night.
All right.
Limitations start keeping about 3 a.m.
Every night.
Around mid-40s.
I tell you all of that to tell you this story. Several years ago, Louisiana began to change their medical cannabis laws. You and I had a discussion, by the way, in college several times. Would Louisiana, and I honestly can't remember which side we both fell on. The question was, would Louisiana legalize cannabis in some capacity, or would we have self-driving cars?
Fully automated self-driving.
Which one would happen first?
First.
I think you took medical cannabis.
And we argued this from a nationwide standpoint, and realistically,
not state.
Yeah. Well, it was because there's holdout states for every aspect of that. Some
Sure.
states are like, oh, don't bring your automatic driving cars here. We don't want any of that. And other states are like, marijuana
Yeah.
is a drug, and you cannot have it.
I'm gonna find it.
So the
Just
question is,
yeah.
when are the holdouts gonna let go?
Broken
of that?
by the
Yeah.
federal decision.
Yeah.
And honestly, neither one has happened yet.
No. So
I don't think we're.
we can talk about this when we're older.
I was going to say.
Older.
This is a forever conversation.
I don't know how close we are compared to how close we were at that time. It feels like we're a lot closer, right?
They have those
to
self-driving
both.
cars in
Yeah, you've seen states
The
turn in both.
Waymos, something like
yeah.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
Phoenix and California.
California.
But you also constantly see, here I am in my robo Tesla, and it's circling the parking lot, right? And it won't let me out,
Yeah.
or whatever, right?
My favorite is when they're in the parking lot trying to go home and like all the cars are just beep, 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 like hitting each other, running each other.
That is
And they can't go to sleep.
hilarious.
The poor cars can't go to sleep.
And Stuart's point at the time was like, as Brett said earlier, you got to make something for the dummies. The average human being, even somebody who's learned or educated, the average person vastly underestimates how difficult a problem that is to solve,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And okay, even for the four of us who are pretty pro the idea of legal cannabis, I would argue that's also a complicated issue for various reasons, right? You made a great point the other night. Let's talk about testing for a second. Why is it so difficult for some industries? Why can't they allow you to do it off the clock and that's okay?
Yeah, so the comparison between that and like alcohol is that we have ready-made tests where they can sort of define what intoxication levels are for alcohol, but there's not really one for marijuana because it stays in your system for so long. And
I
also,
know you can. I know
there's-
you have used it, but I
Not-
can't tell how much or how recently necessarily.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So, and then some of that just comes from the fact that it was illegal for so long, and there just wasn't a lot of study done. So no one's really tried to establish it.
And they still can't study it appropriately because of its federal classification, right? It's class 1 with 2 narcotic or whatever.
it's loosening up some.
Yeah.
I think
I think still federally it's a C1.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Like Biden said he talked about moving it to a C2, but they didn't actually do it. And I think Trump has said a couple of times that it's one of the things that he's going to do, but he hadn't done it yet. He's too busy digging up the White House lawn.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
Woo! I just got a really big wave of hangover, and I don't know if it was Trump related or what.
I made her nauseous. All right. I say all of that to say this. In Louisiana, specifically, thank God to our former governor, we opened up the medical cannabis laws here pretty reasonably. The one issue and the one thing that is a real problem, in my opinion, is that we only have 2 suppliers that are allowed statewide. You live in Arkansas. I think there are 7 in Arkansas. There are 12 in Mississippi, I was told the other day, which is crazy. Mississippi and Arkansas's prices are commiserately way better than the prices in Louisiana because the supply is so constrained.
More
and
competition.
monopolized. Yeah. So in Louisiana, though, they opened it up. You can buy. There's a great place called Good Day Farms. Actually, they got a farm in Ruston, Louisiana.
We have Good Day Farms too.
Do you really? Okay, they pulled out of Mississippi because the market is so flooded there. There's 12 suppliers.
Really?
They were like, we can't make money in Mississippi.
That's interesting.
My supply at my local dispensary that we have in town, which is a great place, by the way, Story Cannabis. I think they're nationwide, so you ought to look them up. They're really nice people. They didn't advertise on the show. It just occurred to me, boy, that's a real promotion there. I don't normally do that. Listen,
Not sponsored.
When I walk into the dispensary and they go, "Hey, Mr. Joel, good to see you," that's my people's. I just realized I'm Norm at the dispensary. I'm Norm from Cheers, but at the dispensary.
Not too shabby, Joel.
All right. Anyway,
Not too shabby.
when I started being able to shop legally, what did I got to hear that comment?
There's Waymo just killed a beloved bodega cat, Kit Kat, in San Francisco. No.
See, this is what I'm
Poor
talking
Kit
about.
Kat.
Fuck them self-driving cars, y'all.
I do not trust.
want
I
'em,
do not trust that
but we
technology.
can't race to
My
it, is
God.
we
I don't
can't
want to
race
be
to it.
trapped in there. What if I couldn't get out? Mm.
When they finally opened up the laws here and I was able to start shopping legally, I realized that for vapes in particular, our selection was very limited. Like the traditional carts that I've used in other states, I could buy those, but there weren't very many of them. There weren't very many good flavors, and there weren't very many good amounts. However, the PAX pods are super available. I don't know if you can see that on the thing. They're
This
really
is an advertisement now.
this is an
This is an official. We are now a marijuana podcast.
Anyway, but I had to buy a special vape for it. This is what it looks like. It's really cute. It's nice. It charges with USB-C, which I was very excited about. But when I went to buy it, I put it in my cart and I said, buy. And they said, would you like to customize this vape? And I went,
funny.
customize this vape? And they said, yeah, you can put symbols. letters, words, whatever you want to on the vape. And I went, yes, I know what I want on the vape. I want the state of Louisiana. I gotta go way close to this, don't I? I want the state of Louisiana and the words, no limitations.
That is so fucking
No
funny.
limitations.
So, anyway,
That is so funny.
you know what? Now I'm gonna do this.
Ooh, have a treat.
It's legal in the state of Louisiana. YouTube, hi.
YouTube, hi.
It's a sweet treat.
I do have to mark that now. I realized when you're rating for ad suitability.
Oh, yeah.
So I always check the box that says that we have some mild profanity potentially on our thumbnail and major profanity
In the content.
in the
itself.
content.
Because fuck is my thinking word. I don't
We-
go,
we
I go,
conjugate
oh, fuck, fuckity, fuck.
All right, Carrie, I've made you sit there and listen to my regalia from college, mostly to ask you this. Of all the people who were here for this trip, I think you are perhaps the least steeped in Anne Rice. I've made Kelly watch all the shows.
Right.
Stuart has read the books, or most of the books anyway.
Brett's watched the shows.
Brett's watched all the shows. You've read one or two of the books, I think. No? Okay. But Carrie,
Yes, I'm a bit of an Anne Rice virgin.
you've read one, right?
I listened to the audiobook of Interview with a Vampire before
Okay.
coming on this trip for purposes
excellent.
of at least having some
You
knowledge.
did your research. I love it.
I didn't want to be the complete idiot.
I'm going to throw both of y'all under the bus, though, because y'all came all the way down here to New Orleans to hang out with us, and neither one of y'all listened to this damn podcast before y'all did.
No,
Oh,
sorry
shit.
guys.
That's fair.
We
be
will
clear,
now.
I've heard maybe 1 to 1.5 total. You do come up in my news feeds on
Oh, the, like,
various
For You
social
pages,
medias.
yeah.
Honestly, it's more often like political commentary.
it's my
these days
personal
that
stuff.
which I listen
Yeah.
to. So
Yeah.
it knows me. I
My
did.
free time is spent on TikTok and audiobooks.
That's very good use.
TikTok
of
and
your time.
audiobooks.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
support
So
that.
to be fair to me, I guess I did deep dive down the rabbit hole of the Anne Rice novels, but that was years ago.
Yeah.
And then I have since moved on to other things, and I have not re-locked into that.
This
So,
weekend has been inspiring.
yeah, absolutely,
sure.
absolutely.
The first thing that I want to ask y'all is specifically about the event last night, because you motherfuckers,
Oh,
they
listen to this
didn't have
shit.
tickets until yesterday,
Yeah.
right? Y'all got the tickets
The
yesterday?
night before
Night
last.
before.
Yeah.
We literally
Night
bought our
be- night-
tickets
night before the event.
The moment
Yes.
they went on sale.
30 minutes after Carrie wrangled Ticketmaster to the ground to get these tickets, this was said about Carrie, we have to go and put food in Carrie now.
Yes.
So that's the state that she had reached. We were hanging out. First
But I
of
found
all,
the tickets and I got them.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Hanging
here,
out-
honey, put your stuff in.
We were hanging out in their hotel room.
Pay for this.
Drinking whiskey drinks with the first thing that you're going to grant to the goddamn beautiful Coven, thank you members, you're going to give them the recipe of joy.
Oh my God.
What is the secret to happiness? What is the secret
Splenda?
to happiness? It's Splenda.
Oh my god, I forgot about
It's
this.
Splenda in your
Shit.
whiskey.
So these assholes were talking about putting Splenda in their whiskey. and I was
Splenda's
like,
right
the,
there.
Yeah.
the fuck?
The Splenda's there. It's almost diabolical. If you're
No, literally, I was very quickly corrected that I needed to shut my mouth and learn about the
the Splenda liquid, it's where it's at.
The Articulate Coven is brought to you by Splenda Liquid, available
and
in
Joel's-
grocery stores
and Joel's
nationwide.
dispensary.
It doesn't matter if it's
Story
a
cannabis.
15 bottle of bourbon or an $80
Yeah.
bottle of bourbon.
You can
A little
enjoy your
splash
bourbon.
of Splenda Zero is going in there. It's tasty.
I don't
Any way
drink
you
as
want.
much bourbon as I used to. We're doing more Irish whiskey these days. I'm a Tullamore girl.
So I love to drink whiskey or bourbon, which, by the way, we talked about this the other day. There is something difference in the concoction, but mostly it's about one comes from Tennessee and one comes from Kentucky, I think. It's not champagne if it's not from the Champagne region of France or whatever, right?
Sparkling wine, bitches.
Anyway, that is generally what I drink, but I always cut it with Diet Coke. Part of the reason I cut it with Diet Coke is because I love Diet Coke. Part of the reason I cut it with Diet Coke is because I'm getting caffeine so I don't pass out. Part of the reason I cut it with Diet Coke is because I'm a pansy. But the thought technology of Splenda, a little shot of Splenda. First of all,
We actually
you
have a fun
also
fact
told
about
me,
Splenda.
Don't put water in it. Ice.
Hey, yeah, over ice it. Let
Just
it melt
over
down.
ice
Yeah.
it. Over ice it and let it melt down. Again, I was like,
You never thought to put ice
but
in your
I
bourbon?
mean, no, I put ice in my bourbon, but I put like some ice, and then I was like, I need a little water to cut it.
The glass needs to
And
be
I always felt
overflowing.
Like,
No, your water-
I'm a
that's-
44-year-old man who can't drink a bourbon properly without like fancying it up with like, I need to learn how to drink. It's Splenda. It's Splenda. It's just Splenda.
It's fucking Splenda, kids.
That's the answer. Hey, will you in a minute put me some more drink in this, by the way? I'm dry.
It's the liquid. The liquid is what it's all about. The liquid Splenda.
The liquid.
I don't know when we started that because we usually use Splenda in our coffee, and then normally you're making like a little old fashioned or something. You're putting a little simple syrup or something in it to sweeten it up. And I was like, what can we do that has less calories and it's better for your sugar levels?
That's really smart.
Splenda.
Yeah.
And it's just perfect.
Genius.
Yep.
Fucking genius.
There
I
are
love
no
it.
limitations in New Orleans, so put some Splenda in your bourbon and whiskey.
Any good bourbon connoisseurs out there are just like,
Oh, they're
I know
They're dying.
there's so many
Yeah.
people that are
Sorry to
madder.
disappoint.
there's so many angry people
so
right
sorry
now.
to
And you
disappoint.
They're madder at this than they were about our Taylor Swift comments.
Oh,
We didn't have any Taylor Swift comments. I don't
Lord
even know how
God.
that happened. Taylor Swift in politics. Anyway,
We just step in it sometimes. Look, she's not for me, but I really think everyone's having such a good time.
yeah. Oh, but here's my number one. Somebody, I'm not gonna do this right, and I don't remember who to give credit for, but there was a good thread that I saw the other day where they were like, "Hey, y'all." If Taylor Swift gave away every dollar she has, it would be 0.4% of Elon Musk's wealth. So maybe the billionaire that sponsored a food kitchen in every place that she toured isn't the problem. Which is like, we've talked about it before. Like, let's stop policing each other. If you're out there trying to do some good, like maybe don't bark at them because they're not doing it the way that you.
That way that you would.
I love my wife, but sometimes she will fuss about the way that I put the dishes in the dishwasher. I'm like, hey. Would you like
I
me
think
to
that's
load that
every
dishwasher?
couple's fight.
Yes, of
I think
course.
every couple fights about how you
we
load the
like them to
We
leave
dishwasher.
have
dishwasher.
never had a fight about loading the
Not
dishwasher.
fight, but
No, we've never had an argument.
I'm like,
we've
that's
never
wrong.
had a conversation
Oh, that's
about
funny.
loading the dishwasher.
I like to think
You're
that's
rare.
I know,
Yeah.
but we have all the same bad habits.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
So
fair.
that's the reason why
You're just wrong in the same ways.
we're wrong in all the same ways.
That's amazing.
We like this.
You really are made for each other.
I got like a cheat code or something. It was really great. So we like the house the same temperature. So no one's hot. No, we want it nice and cool. We're never gonna be hot in the house. It's never gonna be like, I'm so cold. No, get a fucking blanket. Grow up. You're an adult. We're both moderately messy. You know, we're both a little clutterer. We're not
Clutter, but not dirty.
Yeah, cluttered but not dirty. So nobody's bitching about like, oh, you left your socks on the floor. You fucking ruined my house. You know, like
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
not. And we also don't have kids. And I feel like a lot of people's like a lot of friction that couples have has a lot to do with parenting. And I think that we get to avoid a lot of that because we
very
avoided
valid.
that
Okay,
as well.
I literally applauded them the other night when we were all hanging out because it occurred to me, Kelly and I are a second act story. Carrie and Stuart are a second act story. Ashley and Brett got it right 20 some odd
22 years ago.
First
2
rounders.
years ago.
Yeah, we're about to have our 20th wedding anniversary is in just a couple weeks.
Yeah. So like
Very
here,
nice.
here. But
Yeah.
the reason is because you were both wrong in the same ways.
Yeah, we're
you
both-
cheated. Look at y'all.
Yeah,
All right.
you know, look, if
You're
I can.
supposed to marry a compliment, not the same person, Ashley.
Well, it
just
was much
6 feet tall.
Let me just tell you, it's so much more fun to do it this way. So much more fun.
whatever wrong turns you're making, you're really committing to them.
I'm committed to them. That's absolutely
No
right.
limitations.
No limitations.
No limitations.
No fucking limitations.
If you go left long enough, you went right.
Yeah, you'll get all the way back around again.
All right.
fine.
Here's what I wanted to ask you guys first. Before we talk about the weekend generally, specifically the event last night, you did get amazing tickets. You bought them, I think, on
We were
resale.
fourth row.
Yeah, fourth row.
15
Yeah.
feet from the podium.
We're
Stuart.
like,
Yes.
oh, look at them down there.
And they paid less than Ashley and I did.
Yes, they did.
Or I should say, they paid less than Nancy Ward paid for our
Thank you,
tickets. Thank you,
Nancy.
Nancy. Hey, you weren't here, but you were so here.
And we talked about you so much. Yes, everyone talked about you.
For those in the Coven, Nancy is the queen of the damned. She was our first and our biggest patron. She has been such an amazing support for us the entire time that we've been doing this. But specifically for this, she said, "Hey, y'all need to get good seats. Extra money. Here's some extra money to make sure everything happens for the thing."
Fucking
So I wanted to
angel.
acknowledge that. She's been just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Nancy is going to be a guest on the show soon. We talked about this. We're going to do her and origin story. I'm going to send her some questions because she's a little nervous about coming on with you freaks, but it's going to be fun.
But
It's
we
going to
can
be fun.
reassure
We won't
her
do
now since we've
live.
met you in real life. We can reassure her that you're all fine.
You're all so nice. So fucking nice. All right. So, but talk about the event, y'all. We're so close. You don't exactly have the same frame of reference than we do. But I mean, you've been to shows before.
Yeah.
You know how to
Been
put on
out
a
in
performance.
public.
It was a theater. It was
What
a
was it
theater
like?
show. It was fun.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part was just seeing all the costumes and
Yeah.
just the culture of what is around Anne Rice is something I've not seen before and obviously not entrenched in. So it was just super cool to me to see the culture and the people come out and just be very excited. And there were just people boo-hooing around me
Oh my
out of
God.
joy, out of
Full-on
sadness
There
from
were-
the.
people were in their tissues.
It was
big time.
it was awesome though. It was cool to see, and the costumes were fucking phenomenal. Like one woman had the Bridgerton hair, like with the hat on top, and like just they went all out, and it's obvious how much they support the Anne Rice just community. Yeah.
I had a flash shock when I saw a woman in a hoop skirt trying to squeeze her way down the aisle and into
It's
a
like,
seat.
how's she gonna fit in
and I
that
was
seat?
like, ooh, they need special seating.
That's gonna
for
be
you.
uncomfortable. Yeah.
You should-
The big bells. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
it was
not
a
gonna
lot of
fit
fun
in
though.
that shallow ass seat.
I did have a weird moment where I was a little like giggly in church, which we talked about
I
after.
didn't want to call you out on it, but I'm so glad you mentioned it because I think
I don't
first,
mind.
first of all, I think it could happen even to somebody who was deeply entrenched in the fandom. Like this is a thing that happens to people sometime, but very specifically towards the end, it's basically around the Goodnight Mama moment, right?
Yep, yep.
Okay, so there's like a there was like a video montage, right, that then led into Christopher's remarks or something. Do you remember how
I
it played
think
out?
that's about what it was. It was definitely the video montage that got me.
Yeah.
I got a little snickery,
She got
and
the
I was like, I
funeral
could not
giggles.
stop laughing, and I don't even know what I was laughing at.
No,
I don't
it was
have,
just
like-
it
yes.
was spontaneous. It
But
was
I'm like,
when I
it's
was
like I'm in
crying.
church, and you're not supposed to
Yeah,
laugh or
I love
curse
it.
in church, and I could not stop. I looked at him, I was like, make it stop.
It's like
We're outside, and she goes, Stuart, literally at one point, I am so ashamed of you right now. You gotta get a hold of yourself.
together.
I was not sober, so there's that. But I don't think we've been sober for a minute on this trip.
I
I saw
never
a
been
sign
zero, for
earlier
sure.
that said New Orleans is for livers instead of lovers. I thought it was the funniest thing, and I was like, yeah, my liver is hurting right now.
Oh, mine's
We've-
really tired.
We're reaching that limitation, ladies and gentlemen.
Too old
We're
to
reaching
drink
that
like this.
limitation.
Jesus, I look like a shaking
As I'm
over
making
here
my
right
shakes
now.
go
Yeah.
away with an extra
I'm like,
bourbon.
oh, God. My Bloody Mary has
Yes,
worn off.
yes.
Kelly, in case you couldn't hear that, Kelly is drinking her first cup of coffee, right? Or about to, anyway. Stuart, what was your favorite part of this show?
I think the costumes, the winners of the costumes, seeing those people walk out made me go, wow, I really want to go to the ball.
Yeah.
And see
Oh,
what's
Yeah.
up with
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted to go to the ball. I think it's I think it would be incredible.
Yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
incredible.
It would definitely take some planning.
It would take
Yeah.
a lot
Way
of
more
planning.
planning. We
And
even
a lot
talked.
of money for sure.
Yes.
Like that's
And
gonna
then-
get expensive. But
Yeah.
I would love to do it.
By the way, I feel so bad for everyone who has crossed through this courtyard and been like, I didn't want to be on YouTube today.
We're just
We're very nice people. Everyone loves you, I promise. Enjoy your stay in New Orleans.
no limitations.
It's
No limitations. It's a good one. It's a good catchphrase to come out of this trip.
Oh my God.
Although it came out of a trip from 25 years ago.
Well,
Yeah.
this is the reprise,
Wasn't that long ago.
ma'am.
A
We're
reprise.
theater kids.
Yeah.
We're
Love a
we're
reprise.
musical theater kids, and this is a reprise. That's all this
Actually
is.
wasn't
Long
married then, so it was
sledding
at least
over
20 years ago.
Me too.
Yeah.
It was closer to 25, you fools. It was closer to 25. That's
Thanks
the
for
sad
that.
part.
Calling out your age.
Look,
It's fine.
listen, I graduated in 2001. Nothing could be more than 24 years. Thank you very much.
Oh, and that's so different than 25. 2026 is in a minute. We are in November.
True.
November. How did it happen? I
Oh,
don't
y'all, I'm
understand.
fucking dying. I'm like flop sweating over
All
here.
right. I think we're I think we are circling because genuinely we all need to refresh because we've got a dinner date this evening.
I have a nap I've
And
got
we're
to
gonna
take.
go. We're gonna go somewhere and have drinks. If you're in New Orleans, I'm gonna post in the Patreon for free, so anybody that's a member on the Patreon will see it for sure. I'll post in the Facebook group. But I did that yesterday about our drinks, and a couple of people said they didn't see it. So there you go. I'm telling you, Patreon's the way to do it. Go join articulatecoven.com/join. You don't even have to pay. You don't have to join as a paying member to see those sorts of announcements that we make. We put up polls. I do scheduling that way sometimes. But
Yeah.
for those of you in New Orleans, that's the best way to get notified for sure about where we're going to drink tonight. We will go drink with you for a little while or converse with you if you're not of the drinking variety.
Yes.
What did I want? I had a really good idea for what I wanted to close with you two before Ashley and I take back the bench and we take our bows. But I don't remember what the fuck it was. I haven't even drank this morning. I used the vape, one little puff for effect on
You
camera.
got audacious, is what you did.
I did get audacious. I got bold, and then I got.
Look, that Bloody Mary I had earlier
Did
was
the
out
ad
of fucking
read.
self-defense. I have never. That was medicinal as hell.
Oh, that's a great one because we haven't talked about food at all. So let's talk about food.
You telling
Okay,
us
no,
Commander's
wait. Before you even say the
whatever.
best meal, talk about your Commander Palace
Yeah,
experience.
it was amazing.
Oh, did you guys have a good time?
It was. That was a bucket list item for me.
Oh,
for sure.
awesome. I'm glad
I've known
you
about
did.
that restaurant for a long time.
Yeah.
I've never been to it before.
It's incredible.
I mean, where you and I come from, we don't get to go to Commander Palace.
That's
Commander's
true.
Palace.
That's true.
That
That's
was
true.
that's a level up,
Yeah,
homie.
yeah.
You earned something.
But it was an amazing experience. It really was. The service was top notch. The food was. They had a tasting menu, which I guess is kind of a newer thing for them. Not something they normally do. Yeah, we got to.
I see a
in-
tasting menu. I'm like, yes, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yes, please, and thank you.
And they sat us in the Ronald Reagan booth,
Or-
which was super cool. We had
If
the
that was a
best
lie,
view.
I'm believing it.
Yeah,
But they said
yeah.
this
It
is
may
what
not be
Ronald
true.
Reagan said every time he came in.
All right.
And I was like, it's good enough for me.
And then at one point, I told him, I was like, I want to go back and see the kitchen. Like, I want to see the wine cellar. I want to go
Ooh, yeah.
upstairs and get a tour. And
To which the
one
server
of our
said-
servers, because there were like 3 servers, they were a team, which is super cool. But one of the servers was like, yeah, after your dinner, we'll take you back and we'll let you look around. So we got our own little private
That is so
tour of the wine
cool.
cellar
No
and
limitations.
like one of the other rooms.
No limitations.
And I was like, man, I'm so glad I said something and she heard me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then we were able to
awesome.
do
Yeah.
that. So that was just like a little added bonus.
That's really cool.
But yeah,
What a cool
that food
experience.
was great. Shoot, just the even Parkway Brother, or is it Parkway Bakery and
Parkway
Deli?
Bakery and
The
Deli,
Po'
yeah.
Boys, that was a super yummy experience. Yeah, NOLA just has so much good food.
Oh my God, yeah.
Everything's delicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this. You and I said you'd want to talk about audacious. I said I was going to eat beignets every morning with you all at Cafe Beignet at 9 a.m. That's what I said I was going to do. I went once.
That was an overreach.
That was an
And-
overcommitment.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, theys and gays, Stuart and I both, we looked at, I said, they were smaller back in the day, weren't they? I barely made it through one.
Oh,
I barely
Very
made it
huge.
through one, and I felt unwell
Yeah.
almost. It was delicious, but I was like, why? Now, I will say, I always talk so much about Cafe Beignet. That's where I was hanging out. Kelly reminded me, Cafe beignets are very dense, and the Cafe Du Monde beignets are much thinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a crust, and
See, and I like Cafe Du Monde a little better.
So to me, I like the feel of Cafe Beignet. You sit in the courtyard. You're right by the police station.
Yeah, it is
You
really-
can hear.
it's a
There's
great
always live
spot.
music in
It's a
front of
coffee
it.
shop vibe.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
great spot.
you feel like a local at Cafe Beignet. You
Yeah.
feel like a tourist, even if
Yeah.
you are a local at Cafe Du
100%.
Monde.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. But I might try before we leave if I can eat more than one beignet at Cafe Du Monde, I guess. There's a little shop next to the Doubletree Hotel called Hot Benny's, which we had a couple of trips ago when we were here, and I really like their beignets in particular. Beignets is the only thing I can tell you about because I'm a really picky eater.
I still want to try a beignet that's like a crab meat
Yeah, you
something
want
inside
Oh,
of
the
it.
savory
Yeah,
one?
I want
You
to
should
try
do
a
that.
savory beignet. I haven't done that
Yes.
yet.
Okay, I cut you off about food.
Well, my mind jumped.
No,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
please.
Something I did want to say for your audience, and we discussed this briefly, and I think I spoke to some of the people about it. Was my jealousy of these people reading these novels about that are located in New Orleans, and then having this experience to come here and see it for the first time. Partly because of the weather, because it's a lie.
Oh,
Oh,
It's a lie.
This
This,
weather
this
is-
is this weather is so nice.
it is. This has been ridiculous.
and-
I've been over here
but-
fanning myself voraciously, but it's just because I'm half dead.
How
it's
magical!
Really nice.
How magical to be involved in all these novels that are about, all this beautiful greenery and these wonderful walks with, in the summer. It's hot.
It's hot as
Oh,
balls.
yeah.
I mean, they got stickers that say swamp ass for a reason.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
it's a real
I
problem.
died of the humidity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Humidities.
yeah, it's got to be an absolute wonderful experience for those people who came for the first time to New Orleans for this event, and then got to see all these great people. I was so impressed with the people that came out. Agreed. I do not
Your
know them.
following is
Yeah. So everybody we met was amazing. So
next level.
kudos to
Yeah, you guys
really
are
everybody
awesome.
who showed up. But-
Y'all did that.
Yeah.
That's
y'all
y'all.
did that.
That's y'all. Your
Yeah,
pretty little
absolutely.
faces.
I bought some equipment and I learned this platform to record and how to post some shit to YouTube. Y'all did that. Lots of things have meant a lot to me this trip, but you said that to me the other night, like away from everybody. I think we were in your hotel room even, and you were like, "The people are really
And then
impressive."
Joel cried
Yeah.
again.
There's like,
I think he's tearing up a little now.
somebody else said the way they put. I think it was Kyle last night said the diversity of idea, the number of people that can have a conversation with you in depth about something that I hadn't thought or I didn't know or I hadn't considered or whatever, and so many different ones. It's not like, yeah, we're all Anne Rice nerds and we can talk to you about Memnock, but also
Right.
I'm
We have a lot of special
scientist.
interests.
Okay. Moa has a connection to. She went to Cambridge. Y'all.
Oh yeah, that was impressive.
Y'all?
Damn.
Go Moa.
Go fucking.
Yeah.
That, I mean, genuinely, you really,
Yeah.
that teared me up. And the way that I value your opinion so much, and again, like, you do have an analytical mind, and you're not a sentimentalist exactly or anything like that, right? But like, you came here and not only had a good time and we got drunk and it was fun, but you had an intellectually inspiring experience too.
Yeah.
Because of the people that we got to hang out
It has
with.
been a wonderful
'Cause y'all
adventure for sure.
perfect.
Yeah.
This has been the best trip. It really has. It's been
really
such
good.
a great trip.
It has
and
been
I
so
never
fun.
met Ashley before.
Yeah, this is the first time
And
I've
I only
gotten
met
to
these
hear you.
guys really together and got to know you earlier this year on our RV trip that we did.
I think we met twice
And
or
I
maybe
just
three
love
times.
you
but
people
yeah.
so
Yeah.
much,
I
and like,
adore
but
you.
everyone that comes around is as loving and as wonderful
Yeah.
as you guys are.
Yeah, it is really great. It's so great. I was like, when you guys were all sitting at that booth together, and I was holding court with my
Holding
people,
court, yeah.
It was so fucking ridiculous. But I looked over there and I looked at Joel and I was like, I swear to God, I think that those four are going to be best friends before the end of this trip. I was
mean,
like,
they-
I think that Brett and Kelly might be
They're
best
falling in
friends.
love
They're
over
falling
there,
in love with each
genuinely.
other. I don't know what's happening. It's great.
Second husbands.
It's great. It's wonderful.
We're not lying. They created their own group chat thread. They created a text thread so they could talk to one another and called themselves the Articulate Others. This happened last night at the bar.
Absurd.
Oh, I missed this. I had one too
So
many.
I lied. They didn't create a chat thread. They just talked about it. See, Ashley and I do. They just sit on their
We
haunches.
commit. They're gonna.
We don't, we're the others.
That's why we're the others. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys go now. I really appreciate y'all playing along with this
Yes, thanks,
nonsense.
guys.
By the
Hope we
way,
didn't bore you to
This has
death.
been so fucking fun.
Oh,
my
it's been such a
God.
great week.
Yeah.
Weekend.
Awesome.
Yeah.
all right, we love y'all. Mwah. Bye. All right, now let Tinkerbells dance. I turned them off. Yeah, you can
Okay.
sit it down. No, we're gonna sit in
We're
the
just
bench.
gonna scooch. We're just gonna scooch right back
We're
together.
gonna scoot.
Scooch it.
All right. Good. First of all, this is one of those moments where I agree. It's like, well, like we talked about last night. We don't want the night to end, right? Like we
Yes.
don't want to go away. No. Oh, you're fine. But hey, actually, yeah. Will you just move it back a little bit? The whole. Oh yeah, you can do it right there. Just push it over. I need to. Push that way. Yeah. You're good. She took the Splenda, y'all.
The official sponsor of
All right.
the
I
New
think
Orleans
that will
trip.
work. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna.
Fun fact about Splenda was one of our professors in college that we did like a pharmacy class in, was one of the
Wait.
creators of
Girl,
Splenda.
get here. Do this.
Oh, sorry.
No, because you gotta tell the people that.
Oh
That's
no,
an
I was just
interesting
saying I
tidbit.
forgot the fun fact about our Splenda guy. We were in, obviously Stuart and I met in pharmacy school in college. But one
you
of
say obviously, we
Well,
haven't
we're-
actually.
obviously, no, we
Come
sorry.
here for a second.
Okay,
Sit there
okay.
for a second.
But this is so silly. We're talking about Splenda. No, one of our professors, it was, I think we had a pharmaceutics class together, and one of our professors always talked about how they talk about good manufacturing practices, blah, 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 blah. He helped create Splenda. He was one of the creators of Splenda.
That's very cool.
God, I wish I could remember his name. Do you remember his name? I'm so horrible. We're terrible with names.
We're all so bad with names.
But anyway, yeah, so I'm supporting my professor as well by drinking the Splenda liquid. That
I
is
love
all.
it. Huzzah! Huzzah,
back down.
Splenda.
All right, let me turn you off. Thank you.
Oh God, sorry.
Let me turn you off is not something I generally like to say to women, or anybody, honestly.
Hilarious.
All right, I'm not gonna say good night, Mama. I mean, I did, I guess, technically. Ashley,
Yes.
like 8 years ago, I made a silly Facebook post because I was pissed off that somebody was going to start an Anne Rice podcast before I did. And they didn't because Ashley jumped up and said, "It's me."
Pick me. I'm the one.
I love you so much.
I love you so much. This has been so great to get to see your face for real. Yeah. I love you. We're so
Love you
lucky.
too.
We're such lucky people.
We are so lucky.
We're such lucky people that we get to do this, and you guys are incredible. And thank you for coming along with us on this ride because it is fun.
literally crying.
And
Don't
I
cry
am
on
too.
TV.
I'm starting to cry too.
Don't cry on TV.
No, and I can't like getting to see everybody, getting to like put my hands on these people that we chat with.
Now be careful how you use that phrasing, ma'am.
Consensually,
Consensually over the
over
clothes.
the clothes, no swimsuit areas.
There were appropriate hugs only. Nobody grabbed the back of anybody's head.
No, and no one licked me on the shoulder, which is the grossest thing that's ever happened to me in public by a stranger.
It didn't happen on this trip.
Didn't happen on this trip, so
Oh man. Okay. First of all, we have already recorded episode tonight. You guys are going to get episode 3 of Talamasca. I hope you enjoy it.
guys, I'm ready to get caught up so we can talk about it.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. Oh, when we finish this season, we will do a full follow-up episode where we
Yeah.
talk about the season and where we think it's going to go. I'm confident of a renewal.
Yeah, I'm very confident.
Confident of a renewal.
And I think we'll be glad for it.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think we will get it like before the season ends. I think
Yeah.
we will probably get it before the penultimate episode or before the 6th
I hope
episode,
so.
like we did with Interview.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I hope so. That would be great.
Anyway, next week, you guys are going to get episode 4 of the Talamasca. You're fine, ma'am. I'm sorry. Next week, you're going to get episode 4 of the Talamasca, and you can look forward to that. However, at the beginning of that episode, Ashley and I do a very funny bit where we say how wonderful this weekend was and
Oh, yes.
how pleasant you all were and
Yes.
how nobody was creepy
Yes,
and
'cause
it was
we were
all very
time-
fulfilling.
We were time traveling, is what we were doing.
Yeah, we
had time
recorded it before we
traveled,
came
and
down here.
so
But y'all, genuinely the time of my life. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Ashley up in a minute in the dance move from Dirty Dancing or whatever.
I don't think anyone's back. From
Hey, time of my life.
Nobody put baby in a corner this weekend.
No, not a single time. Not a single time. Y'all, look at the house that Ann built. Right?
What a beautiful legacy, and what we get to help carry on. That was the kind of the theme, a little bit
He-
of the theme.
they
of last
literally
night. It was
challenged
like,
us.
You know, like it's our job now. She's gone. It's our job to make sure her stories are still told, and I love that spirit of that, and that's what we love, and that's what we're all here for.
Y'all did this, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. There are too many comments to get to, honestly, so we're not going to scroll through them because we'll miss some. There are too many names to mention. I genuinely thought about running through. We mentioned a bunch of names already, but I was like, oh, let's just name everybody that we saw in person.
my God.
And we can't do that because we will forget somebody, and
I
we
will
won't mean
definitely
to.
forget someone.
But you've got the photos of us that we took with you.
We made erection jokes.
We made. I had a whole conversation about vomiting habits.
Yeah,
like
yeah, we
how
did.
we vomit.
Yes, we did. We've had the most interesting conversations that were not about vampires.
No, that's what I'm saying. You
I
people
collected
are
a
amazing.
bunch of people's 9/11 stories.
We
Yeah, we
had-
did.
we-
Friendship. Yeah.
Yes.
And I did tell everyone, I was like, you better fucking send me a Facebook friend request because we're real friends now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you hug my neck and you have a selfie with me, you can add me as a friend on Facebook.
If we
That's
shared
fine.
sweat together in that
And
bar.
we all shared some sweat in that bar last night. So no, but we didn't even we didn't dance. Like we didn't go to a disco.
Jesus.
We just huddled together and talked about how wonderful we
yes,
all
and
are.
like spent all of our time like grabbing each other. Like, I can't believe you're really here.
I'm so happy. I'm so okay.
I'm so happy.
All right, that's where I'm going to end because Melissa. Okay, so Moa traveled the farthest, but I think Melissa had the greatest journey. Melissa Bouchard, she lives in Canada. She got stuck in fucking Houston. First of all, she got delayed like 4 times before she took off.
That's why that's why
originally.
she was rushing so fast to try to get to that
She
tour
was a
on
day
time.
late. She was a day late to come to New Orleans at all because she got stuck. She didn't sleep. And tonight when she hangs out with us to come drink, she has a 6 a.m. flight tomorrow morning. But she's like, I will sleep when I am dead. All right. Melissa comes from the part of Canada where they speak French, and she has a lovely French
God,
accent.
her voice is so beautiful, y'all.
But all week long, and in the text thread, even before we met her, she said, I am so happy, again and again. And I thought, like, yes, that is, I am so happy.
I'm so happy.
I am so happy. Okay. I finally met her, and she's so lovely in person. And genuinely, last night when she was leaving, the 4th time, she was like, no, really, I'm going to leave now.
Yeah, her and Mandy left for like an hour and a half.
She was desperate to buy me a drink. She said, Joel, I really wanted to buy you a drink, and I had already cut myself off. I was drinking Diet Cokes. And I said, Mandy, Melissa, you cannot buy me a drink tonight.
I let her. That's what happened to me.
Well, she said, I have bought Ashley, so I have to buy you one. Anyway, she does have this lovely French accent, and I'm listening to her, and she even said out loud, I am so happy at one point. Okay. And I'm over-exaggerating it, right, because I'm doing it badly. But it immediately took me back to one of my childhood crushes. What is her name? Leah Thompson?
The mom from Back to the Future?
The girlfriend and the mom.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, she's the mom in the
mom.
original Back to the Future. Yes. Okay, Leah Thompson,
Love
who
her.
played the baddie in Beverly Hillbillies. Do you remember this?
No.
Wasn't it Leah Thompson? Am I wrong? Somebody look up
This is
IMDb
gonna
real
be
quick.
so fucking hilarious.
It's going to be really funny if I got Leah Thompson wrong. I swear it's Leah Thompson. Okay, Beverly Hillbillies. You guys remember the version that they made, the movie version they made, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah?
The nanny who came in to train Daisy May, right? You remember this? The plot line is she came to steal the millions. She was going to train Daisy May to be a proper lady, and she was going to fall in love with Papa and get the Beverly Hillbillies millions. She was going to become wealthy.
I cannot believe no one has any advice on this. There you go.
You motherfuckers! I told y'all so.
I cannot
I'm
believe
a walking IMDb. A man told me the other day that he was sure I was his age. What was his age? 60. Why? Because I knew too much about the Burt Reynolds film Hooper. I do know too much about the Burt Reynolds film Hooper.
And a
It's
little bit too
lovely
much
film.
about the Beverly Hillbillies, frankly.
I do. I was a big fan of the TV show, but the movie though is great. And Leah Thompson was she is gorgeous. Today she's gorgeous, but back then she was
I loved her.
ha-ti-ta-ti, man, my friend. Okay, in that film, she plays a shyster. She's a con man, and she is trying to con the Beverly Hillbillies out of their money by pretending to be a French nanny. She comes in to train Daisy May, okay? And her plan is, I'm going to woo Papa Hillbilly and make him marry me,
And make the money.
and then I'll have the money. And then I'm going to send Daisy May and the rest of these hoodlums out, you know, and I'll take control of this mansion and blah, 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 blah. And there's some great scenes where she's, you know, like, ha, 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 cackling to herself or whatever about her plan. But the line that rings all the time to me in my head, I mean, genuinely, I think about this line a lot. And as Melissa stood there last night in front of us saying, I am so happy. I am so happy. Leah Thompson, in her bad French accent in this film, says more than a few times, I am so filled with happiness.
I am so filled with happiness.
And of course, everyone goes, "You know what now? I am so filled with happiness. I am so filled with happiness this week. I really am. Melissa, your accent is much more lovely than that. It does not sound like that.
It doesn't sound like a penis.
But you did make me think of Leah Thompson and the Beverly Hillbillies, unfortunately.
And
So
now,
there you go.
now this is a Beverly Hillbillies podcast.
We're going to do a whole episode about the Beverly Hillbillies, Ashley. You don't even know.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
I am too hungover for that.
We're going to wrap up so that we stop embarrassing people in this courtyard.
Yeah, bless everyone. That's
We really appreciate
we've just
you
taken
all.
over the place.
Yeah, okay, yes.
yeah, on St. Peter.
Let me do plug the place. French Quarter Guest Houses
Yeah.
is the name of the company.
They have a few. They have
They
a few
got, like,
properties.
3, I think,
yeah,
properties.
like boutique hotels. Very cute.
Literally, they are old homes that have been repurposed, right, and turned into multi-unit places. But they've got these awesome courtyards. They've got these little tiny rooms. But the thing that I like most about this place is we're at the Inn on St. Peter, and they've got balconies.
Gorgeous.
A bunch of rooms that are on the balcony, and so you've got access to those balconies. Even if you are in the courtyard like we are, you've got access to the balcony. You can go sit up there and literally watch the French Quarter happen below
so
you.
much fun. A
which
balcony
is-
room in the quarter is top notch.
and they're not that expensive. They are a little bit more expensive than like staying at the Days Inn or something, but like
Right.
they're not
Worth
bad
it.
for a boutique hotel. I can't recommend them enough.
And
And they were sweet enough to let us film in here.
If you
so.
book directly through them instead of like through like
Yeah, it's way
booking, it's
cheaper.
way cheaper. They all have like almost every hotel here. has
They
more.
also do, and basically everybody in New Orleans does advance purchase too. If you're willing
Yeah.
to say
Oh,
6
yeah.
months out, 9 months out, yeah, we're coming and we're going to get the room. And you don't even have to pay the full, like in this case, I didn't pay the full amount for the room up front. I paid a deposit, I don't
Yeah.
know, 300 or something. And I got the room at a much lower rate for the whole time we were going to stay. So French Quarter Guest Houses, I think it's .com. French Quarter Guest Houses, search that, you'll find them. The next time you're going to come down here, can't recommend them enough. They're really cool places.
Yeah.
Kelly and I've stayed here a couple of times. You and Brett have stayed
yeah,
here
we've stayed
a time
here.
or two. Anyway, thank you for letting us film here, French Quarter Guest Houses. I told the manager when I showed up, we were supposed to have a balcony room, and we checked in late on the day that we arrived. We were the final check-in, and the guy was so apologetic. He said, "You're our last check-in, and I don't have any balcony rooms left." And I was like, I genuinely was a little disappointed. And then I looked out the courtyard, and I was like,
Well, that'll be
filming next to that banana tree. Well, you don't see the banana tree right now, but I think earlier you got to see it a little bit. But filming with the shrubbery in the background and the cast iron
Too
and the
gorgeous.
brick, and it was like, yeah, okay, that's pretty friggin' New Orleans. That's actually lovely. So, I guess as a consolation prize, you're going to let me film my podcast and live stream it from your courtyard, huh? And the guy was so befuddled. He was like, I don't
know what that means.
That's a question for the general manager, I guess. Lucky for me, the general manager was on site. He literally pointed to next to her, and she's like sitting in the closet office. She goes, "Yeah, you can film in the courtyard. That's fine." I was like, "Oh, hey, if you'll give me ad copy, I'll read it." And she was like, "No, hey, send me a link though." And I was like,
Aw.
I'll make you social media reels, lady. You don't even know. Anyway,
Joel's got a new best friend.
yeah. I've got so many new best friends,
I
Ashley.
know.
All right, we're gonna leave. We love y'all. We're not gonna leave this thing though. And here's what I decided to this week. Like, none of this ends with these AMC shows.
No.
Right? Mark Johnson
We
drives
started
it off a
before
cliff.
them. We started
Indeed.
before them. We were going before them.
But now we know we've got so much more to talk with y'all about. So we don't have to wait for new books. We don't have to wait
No.
for new shows. We got
We'll
each other.
talk about anything.
We'll talk about Splenda and
Talk
Story
about Splenda.
Cannabis.
Yes. Yes, let us regale you with tales of our youth.
All right, we love y'all. We miss you already. We miss New Orleans already.
We miss New Orleans already.
We'll be back soon though. We'll be back for you like this evening.
Yeah.
If you're watching on YouTube, Talamasca episode 3 tomorrow night. Next week, Talamasca episode 4. You can get them all early and ad free.
We'll get a
articulatecoven.com/join.
post up.
$2 or more a month.
We'll get a post up for
Yes.
spoilers. A chat.
I already did.
You already did?
I put a post up for episode 3 already.
at us.
I think I scheduled one for episode 4 too, but I will schedule one for episode 4.
Sweet.
All right.
We love you. Mwah.
Good night, Mama.